What is good? What is good? Okay, Philly's up in here. Philly's up in here. Okay. Okay, dope piece. I'm here, man. Sorry, I was just pulling out. Had to grab some Dutches. Had to grab a couple things for the show tonight. Had to coordinate with a couple of the guests. We actually got a pretty big show for tonight, you guys. So that means I got to roll up a pretty big blunt for tonight. Let's get everybody up in here, though. What up, Joey? What's popping with you, Joey? Definitely appreciate you tapping in. You know, the internet world is buzzing. The internet world is buzzing right now. Philly is buzzing. The whole hip hop scene is buzzing off of what's going on with some of the records that are released, the battle rap records that are going out right now. What is going on? Let's go. Peasy is in the building. Bashir's in the building. Let's go. Tos Dollaz up in here. Mikey T, what is good, my guy? Prophecy is up in here. New Jersey's in the building. That means major salute to you, my guy. He says, Mikey T, it has been a minute. My G, Jersey salute. We got Buddha Bands in the building. If y'all remember, Buddha had blessed us with one epic freestyle. He said, I want to hear ARAB's opinion. I know he ain't biased. That's what we're going to get into today, y'all. Plus, we have a couple special guests. We have a couple special guests tuning in. That's right, y'all. We got exclusive information from AB, but we have a special guest, Kaboom, tapping in tonight, as well as Johnny Mac from the First 48. What up, Wyatt? J.O. Wyatt in the building. Good brother. Major salute to you. Definitely appreciate you for tapping in tonight. Nick Miller's in the building. He said, glad to see you on the live, Mikey T. Definitely appreciate you tapping in. Go ahead, hit that like button, and also share this video. Everybody share this video. We got a hell of a show for y'all tonight. Definitely going to be going over a topic that everybody wants to hear about. Atlantic City is in here. Okay, major salute to Atlantic City. Major salute to my guy Demetrius Walker in the building. You guys, we have an update from AB, and I pretty much filled him in on everything. that has been going on. And, you know, I kept an unbiased point of view from it as well, because going in, you know, OT The Real actually came out with some really good records. OT The Real actually came in with some really good records, and I don't want to be biased. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give a dude his flowers when he deserves them. OT The Real had two, you know what I mean, Flame Off, and then he had Murder Rate, and those were two considerable diss records right there. Bert Castro in the building. Major salute to Atlantic City. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. Appreciate the love we're getting from Atlantic City tonight. Major salute. Tos Dollaz said OT is flaming on them. You know, when OT The Real had initially put out the joints, the Flame Off joint, and I had first seen the response from from Santos, I was like, yo, I'm like, that wasn't enough for me. That wasn't really enough for me just hearing Santos come on the acapella like that. But when Santos actually came back with his diss records, yeah, he actually had two diss records. One that I liked better than the other. I'm gonna say Spin the Block was really it for me, you guys. Spin the Block was really a great record in my opinion, but also Kill the Irishman. It was good as well. When I heard Santos on these joints, I was like sold. I was like, all right, I judged the book by its cover. I judged Santos too quickly. And I was like, you know what? Santos just upped the ante, in my opinion. Santos upped the ante, in my opinion, and really showed that he could come back and really get to it. But I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. We've got some great special guests tuning in. We got some real Philly talk right now that we're going to be talking. You know what I mean? Everyone was asking me yesterday, Mikey T, we got to talk about OT the Real versus Santos. We got to talk about OT the Real versus Kaboom. And we got to talk about calling out Reed Dollaz. Calling out Reed Dollaz, y'all. This is something that I brought to Ab's attention. I was like, yo, this is one of the bars that I sent. OT said, Reed Dollaz saying numbers don't lie. He's a liar. His YouTube has 400 subscribers. Every time they do watch you, someone else gets paid. Just be thankful your career even felt this wave. I had to send Ab that bar because, I felt like that one touched Reed. You could say one thing about Reed having some of the most epic battles right now. You could say Reed has been doing views for his whole career, millions of views his whole career. But OT the Real's putting it in perspective. He's like, listen, while he should have been building his own brand, he's been letting other people build their brands off of him. I thought that was a good perspective to take from it. We're going to get into what Ab actually had to say about it, you guys. So I'm going to get into it here. I hit Ab and I was like, yo, OT the Real just went crazy and dissed a bunch of people from Philly. Touch Money. He went, how much money did Touch Money really touch? He dissed Santos and said Kaboom sucks. Santos' first response wasn't all that great, but he just released a track and it's fire, I got to admit. And I said, yo, this is what OT said about Santos. I quoted, Tos could have been one of the best. Too bad he was stupid. They refer to me when they say, let's keep it the music. But you see, the truth is you was my cutty. But now you're dick riding millies. It's getting ugly. OBH loves me and Arab trusts me enough to know that I'm not going to lose to some pussy. I had to send Ab some of the most devastating bars, in my opinion, that OT the Real sent out. You know what I mean? OT the Real actually responded to Santos mentioning another person from Massachusetts. He responded to Santos bringing up the fact that Millie's is actually one of the more popping rappers from Boston at this point. Appreciate you, Sig. Appreciate you for tapping in. Hit that like button. Go ahead and share this video. We got Kaboom tapping in tonight, you guys. Bert Castro, definitely appreciate you, man. I had to let Ab know. Some of the flamers that OT the Real sent. You know what I mean? I'm not being biased in this situation. Like I told him, I wasn't, and I told all of you, I wasn't feeling Santos' first acapella response. A lot of you guys saw Gilly the Kid had posted an acapella of OT the Real actually spitting, and that shit was flames. You know what I mean? 50,000 plus views on Gilly the Kid's page and shit like that. But in all honesty, you guys, I don't think that was a diss at anybody. You know what I mean? What up, Shannon? Appreciate you for tapping in. I don't think that acapella was a diss for anybody. I think it was just, OT the Real really exercising his flow, to be 100% honest with you. He is fire. So yeah, let's get so I also said this is what he had to say about Reed Dollaz. Reed Dollaz saying numbers don't lie. He's a liar. His YouTube has 400 subscribers. Every time they do watch you, someone else gets paid. Just be thankful your career even felt this wave. And then there's a joint called Murder Rate, the second joint that OT had released following Flame Off. OT actually released another joint called Murder Rate, right? And at the end of Murder Rate, a lot of you probably know that Ab is actually on there talking. Ab is actually on the end of Murder Rate. And I told Ab, I was like, yo, you're at the end of the joint called Murder Rate, saying that OT is the most lyrical rapper in Philly. And I was like, yo, at least he is keeping your name out there. That's one thing I really respect about OT the Real right now, because he put Ab on the track. He put him talking at the end of the track. He shouted Ab out. You know what I mean? He was talking about making OBH proud, and they know he wouldn't lose. The fact that OT the Real shouted OBH out, I got to respect that, you guys. I got to respect that 100%. You know, the fact that he put Ab's voice at the end of his track, I actually do respect that, man. So I told him, you're at the end of the joint saying that OT is the most lyrical out of Philly. And I said it was dope that he was keeping your name out there. And he is on BET and shit right now. He has features with a lot of the top names. I don't know why he would make a diss track going at all of these guys. And me looking at it from a, you know what I mean, from a spectator, from a broadcast, from a journalist point of view, from a meteorologist, as Queen's Flip point of view would say, I'm looking at it like, damn, OT and tell me what you guys think in the chat as well. I'm like, damn, OT the Real is actually on BET right now. You know, he's got his new joint Connected with Jim Jones on BET right now. He's got features out with Joel Ortiz. He's got Beanie Siegel endorsing his album with the first music video. I don't really think that he actually needs to diss these guys. Like, in all honesty, I don't think that he needs to diss these guys. I don't think he needs to go at Touch Money. I don't think he needs to go at or continuously go at Reed Dollaz. You know what I mean? I don't think it's really relevant to what he's doing. This guy is on BET at this point. You know, he's working with a who's who of the lyrical assassins. You know what I mean? He's got his pick. He's got every single person in the game like, yo, OT, you're a cool ass dude. OT, you've got bars, you know, and I think that's really what he should be focused on rather than, you know, starting a Tupac hit him up like diss record where you're going to get the city talking. But I mean, look, he's got the city talking. Everybody's talking about it right now. Everybody's talking about it right now, you guys. OT has the people talking. And I want to say right now that OT and Santos have two credible diss records out. Now, Kaboom also came out with Funeral Ride. And there's also another diss record out there. Somebody's going to have help me with the pronunciation of the name. It's like I know it's a dude rapper. But I'm forgetting the name right now because the pronunciation is like Chanel. Yup. Joey, we were actually just talking about that last night. We were actually just talking about the fact that Reed Dollaz is going to be battling Murda Mook in August. And believe me, Ab gets into all of that as far as, is Reed Dollaz going to respond? Is Reed Dollaz going to respond to OT the Real? We get into all of that, you guys. We're going to get into that in just a second. I got one of my special guests joining me momentarily. And I'm shooting the link to my co-host right now. But I definitely appreciate everybody tapping in right now. We're going to get into what AR Rab had to say, because I just pretty much finished up the first part of what I told you. And now we're going to get into what AR Rab actually has to say about OT the Real and all of the guys. Ab said OT the Real is crazy, LOL. He's definitely a great rapper. I don't know too many guys who could go toe-to-toe with him. I definitely F with him heavy. And I'm definitely rooting for him. But the thing with dissing rappers is that it can get out of hand because of the pride. I just hope that they keep it with music and show sportsmanship. I don't want it to get too violent. I hope they learned from my mistakes. That was the official statement from AR Rab on this, you guys. OT the Real definitely got people talking right now. Schizo says he's fire. I agree. He's fire. I agree. So, guys, this is what Ab had to say. He said, OT is crazy. OT is definitely a great rapper. I don't know too many guys who could go toe-to-toe with him. I definitely F with him heavy, and I'm definitely rooting for him. So Ab is saying right there that in this whole situation, he is rooting for OT the Real. Arab is standing behind OT the Real, you guys. Arab says he doesn't know how many guys could go toe to toe with him. So right there, Ab is vouching for OT the Real. Yep. That's who I meant, DJ Too Short. How do you pronounce that? Shelenico also dropped a diss record. I'm gonna have to say that one was all right. He definitely hit his point on there, and he had some hard ass bars too. Funeral Ride by Kaboom was another one that was dope. All the records, you know what I mean? All the records are really creating a drive in hip hop right now that's making everybody want to jump on YouTube. It's making everybody want to stream. You know what I'm saying? It's really making everybody want to get on the internet and listen to music. And I think that may have been OT's intention. I don't think he, like Ab is saying at the second part of this first message from Ab, he's saying, I just hope he's saying, but the thing with dissing rappers is that it can get out of hand. When you're dissing rappers, when these rappers who are actually in a close vicinity to one another, they're dissing each other, it can get out of hand. He said, but the thing with dissing rappers is that it can get out of hand because of pride. I just hope that they keep it music and show sportsmanship. I don't want it to get too violent. I hope they learned from my mistakes. And that's one thing that I want to touch on, the aspect of pride, as soon as Johnny Mac actually taps in here. I want to ask him about that first. Primo, appreciate you for tapping in, man. Major salute. Shelleyano, CEO, Mikey T. Shelleyano, CEO. Okay. Yeah, I definitely was listening to his diss track. Joey, what was the title of it, man? It was like Death to something, right? Yeah, it can go left real quick. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that all these guys are making such interesting records, and it's like, you know, Kaboom has actually been on the battle rap tip, and now he's coming back and making this joint. Personally, I thought Kaboom should have came back with an Ines record. Like them trading bars, I thought that would have been tight. Maybe I'll ask him about that tonight. Maybe I'll get the chance to ask him about that tonight. He's going to be joining us. Kaboom is going to be joining us in probably 20 or 30 minutes, you guys. Maybe a little bit sooner. I'm going to shoot him the link, actually, in about 5 minutes. OT is killing him. OT is killing him. Yeah, Shelleyano. Shelleyano. Okay. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I need to roll up some good kush right now to get ready for this show. I'm not going to lie to you. I need to roll up some good kush to get ready for this show. And I'm going to go ahead and send the link over to Kaboom. Let me see. How? God damn. Okay, we're good. We're Gucci. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. That's another thing I got to touch on as well. The fact that this has actually been going on for quite some time with OT the Real. And you know what I mean? This has been going on for quite some time with OT the Real and Reed Dollaz. And that's actually documented. You know what I mean? And I'm not sure if OT was trying to bait him in years ago. But it's pretty documented that OT the Real has been going at him. And, you know, Reed Dollaz is actually a battle rapper at this point, you guys. So I'm not sure if, you know what I mean? I'm not sure if dude would actually jump into the field of battle rap, but OT had said, I challenge every rapper in the city. He said that a few years back. We'll get into that in a little bit, though. But I want to welcome my co-host, I want to welcome my co-host. Rosewood is in the building. What's good, bro?
Mikey T, what up, my J? You know, I'm always smiling when I come on here.
Yep.
Shout out everybody
Joey.
in the comments. We got a good show tonight.
Joey, yeah, that song is actually called, the song is Elvis is Dead, Mikey T. Yeah, Elvis is Dead was from Shelliano. Am I pronouncing that right, Rosewood?
Sh- Shelliano, yeah.
All right, cool.
Shelliano, shout out to Shelliano, man. Paid the way.
And just because we were talking about it a little bit earlier, Rosewood, and before everyone comes in and jumps onto the topic with us, OT the Real had a line about a rapper moving out to LA and trying to act like Johnny Cage. You know what I mean? Obviously, everybody knows Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat, so it was a clever line. And I had
Mm-hmm.
mentioned to you, I was like, who could that be about? Did Shelliano go out to LA at any point? And you were like, yeah, he actually did. So you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, now, Shelliano, he basically was battling. He was one of the first to do the Philly to New York battles, taking on every borough, everybody in New York, representing Philly. And I think, from my opinion, the industry, he was too hard for the industry. He just wasn't going to go along. So when he took the trip out to LA, he found his niche. He found what works for him. So shout out Shelliano, man, for doing major things.
Okay. All right.
Definitely doing major
All right.
things, man.
Joey is saying that Reed, now in regard to Reed actually responding to OT the Real, Joey is saying that Reed has to prepare for this epic battle. Summer Madness is big for him. The Summer Madness battle with, Murder Mook. Do you see that's obviously going to
Yeah,
take precedent over an online battle?
of course, of course, of course. Anything in person is going to definitely take precedent over an online battle. And that's something people been wanting to see for a while. Mook versus Reed. People been waiting for that.
Right. And
People definitely been
Mook's
waiting for
name
that.
is all, I mean, Mook's name is all over the headlines. Reed name is all over the headlines.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's kind of a perfect time to, stir shit up with Reed Dollaz. Daniel
Any
says
promotion is good promotion.
Daniel says if Reed responds now, OT will eat him up.
I can't say that. I can't say that. OT dropped two good tracks. He dropped two good tracks. Reed really has to focus on, his battle coming up. He has to put all his mental energy into that. It'll really be, like I won't say a waste of time, but Reed, I don't think he has the time to really say what he wants to say in a response. Maybe we'll get it after the battle. But it's totally up to him.
Yo, what's going on with your internet, bro? Are you logged on to your Wi-Fi or are you not on Wi-Fi?
Yeah, the Wi-Fi at the goofy in the studio. I'm about to log out and come back in.
All right, yeah, just figure out your Wi-Fi just so you're not glitching out and shit.
I got you.
La Uno says OT is what's popping now. That's an interesting way to look at it, La Uno. Fly Prolific, my guy, one of the moderators in the chat. Show Fly Prolific some love, y'all. Fly Prolific says Mook wanted to battle Reed since 2008. Yeah, it's definitely a battle that's been a long time in the making, Prolific. The fact that they always want to pit Murder Mook up against a guy of a legendary stature. You know what I mean? Because Murder Mook is the underground legend. They always want to put him up against other legendary type of guys. And Murder Mook has always been in that underground, not underground, that underdog type of way, where it's like, yo, Murder Mook's the one who's kind of popping in the hood, but didn't make it in the industry. He's gonna eat this industry dude up. Let me see. Hip hop and sports tapped in. Appreciate you for tapping in. Hit that like and share this video if you wouldn't mind, my dude. He said Reed knows if he responds and OT gets over, Mook is gonna mention that in a battle. Good point. Good point. Hip hop and sports. So that's a reasoning as to why. That's a reasoning as to why Reed Dollaz would actually wait to respond. Now it's July 13th. It's July 13th, and actually, it's July 13th, you guys, and the battle is coming up in over a month. So, in my opinion, it's kind of late to wait. Hanson Brown says the Johnny Cage line was for Tos. He moved to California and his first name is Johnny. Oh, okay, Hanson Brown. Okay. Okay, thanks for clearing that up, bro. Appreciate you. Battle, Mook and Reed Dollaz. I'm going to have to say I got Murder Mook winning that all day as well. I think this is a warm-up, honestly, for Murder Mook. I think this is a warm-up for Murder Mook, honestly, you guys, and leading him to Sue Surf and leading him to Cassidy. You know what I mean? Leading him to battles like that. Just my opinion, though. Boom, Joey. Good statement right there. He said, tell OT to give Reed a 3-round battle and Reed the General will trash the bull. That's an interesting statement right there because that's another thing that I wanted to ask. I wanted to ask the question, since Reed Dollaz is getting so much for a battle right now, could OT the Real possibly step in his lane to get that bag? I mean, the bag could be substantial. That's one of the questions I really wanted to ask. Maybe when I get somebody on the show or anybody in here, like, do you guys think that OT the Real could step in that lane and actually, you know what I mean, do an acapella battle, the likes of URL? Could he step in there with Kaboom? You know what I mean? Being that Kaboom is a reputable battle rapper, could he step in there with Kaboom? Could we see Kaboom and OT the Real? You know what I'm saying? A little 40 bands on the line. Get some money in it. Could be money, you guys. That's the Reed diss. I was thinking that was Reed as well. I was thinking he said Reed took the actor route as well. But, if the shoe fits. If the shoe fits. Tiz, I like where battle rap is right now, man. I really like where battle rap is right now, to be honest with you. I think it's elevated. I think it's elevated substantially. I'm really impressed with it. Kel Money says, I don't see what people see in Surf. Surf is one of the most interesting battle rappers out right now. Okay, let me get my guy Rosewood back up in here. What's up, bro?
Mikey T, I'm good.
You seem good, bro. You seem good.
Yeah, I just turned my Wi-Fi on. My bad, everybody in the comments.
Here's a good point right here when it comes to his response. Hip Hop and Sports said Reed knows that if he responds and OT gets over, Mook's going to mention that in the battle. So potentially that could be why Reed Dollaz delays his response.
Man, yeah, that can be one. That can be one of the reasons. But I just think Reed's more focused on the battle at hand. Reed on the square right now. So anybody trying to knock him off his square, he ain't trying to hear that.
And Joey said, tell OT to give Reed a 3-round battle and Reed the General will trash the bull. So this is something I was wondering, since right now the bag on Reed Dollaz, like, there's going to be a heavy bag for Reed Dollaz next battle after Murder Mook. He's going to get many battles after that. Could
Yeah,
OT the
definitely.
real could OT the real potentially step in that lane if the bag is right?
Of course, if the bag was right here, step in that lane. But would he succeed in that lane? Because that's a whole different lane. You know,
You know,
when you're battling in front of that crowd with no beat, that's different from you being able to go create a track and then put it on wax and give it out to the public. You have to bring a whole different type of perspective and energy when you on that stage and the people are actually there in your face. You know, so I don't know if that'll be OT strong point to step in the battle arena. If the bag is right, I think he still would. He would step in, and I do believe OT will prepare himself. He would do his homework, and he'll put his best foot forward. He's not gonna go up there and lack or disappoint the people. I think he will step in.
I'm going to be honest with you, man. The way OT presents himself with all of the acapella freestyles that you see on Funk Flex or
Yeah,
Gilly's page or Wallow's page, or take your pick of whoever's page he ends up on, he really can go for a while. So I think he could
right.
hold himself in 3 to 5 minute battle rounds. I think OT has that. But another thing is like, okay, maybe he could get a really big battle bag against Reed Dollaz, but maybe he could get 20, 30,000 going up against the Kaboom. Is that something that maybe even the Battle Academy could potentially put together?
Oh, that definitely could be. You said it right there, Mikey T, and you might be bringing it into fruition because that definitely could be a major event in the city. And definitely shout out to the Battle Academy, my guy Stiz, shout out to Kev, you know. But with that being like how the Battle Academy is really putting these good battles together, bringing good entertainment for everybody on the battle scene coming out of Philadelphia and the tri-state, I'll definitely be, everybody will be in there. The whole Philly will be in there. The whole Philly is always, everybody that's somebody is always in the Battle Academy. But everybody will come out to see that. Because the
Bro,
city supports both artists. The
Hip
city
Hop and
supports
Sports
the, and
said OT versus Kaboom. I like that. And just because guys like this battle with Reed Dollaz and Sue Surf, just because it's probably commanding $70,000. I mean, bro, 15,000, $20,000. That's nothing to shy away from, man. To make that in one day.
right. But no, I don't know. Ain't nothing to shy away from. Anybody's going to take that bag. Only way I can see you not taking that bag if you're not confident in yourself or you're not prepared or your schedule doesn't blend with the timing. You know, other than that, who's going to turn down 20 racks to do something that you love to do?
No, George, we're not going to do that. Let's keep it conventional, man. If it's going to be if it's going to be a major battle, if it's going to be a major battle, let it be a major battle, man. If
Right.
OT
Yeah.
were, if OT were to get two different battles, let it be that, man. Let's not do anything no weird type shit, man.
Yeah. No, two different battles. You know, let them battle it out.
But yeah, so
Nah,
since
those
you're just
one two.
tapping in, Rosewood, I was actually going over what AR Rab had to say about this whole thing, man. So I wanted to go over it with you. I want to go over it for everybody who's just tapping in right now. So I hit up Ab and I was like, "Yo, Ab, OT is going. OT the real just went crazy and dissed a bunch of people from Philly. Touch Money. He went. How much money did Touch Money really touch? He dissed Santos and said Kaboom sucked. Santos' first response wasn't all that great, but he just released a track, and I gotta admit, it's fire. Because in all honesty, I kept it real, man. Like that first acapella freestyle that Santos did in
Mhm.
comparison to the acapella freestyle that OT the Real had out, it it wasn't it. It wasn't it.
Yeah. And now I can kind of agree or whatever, but I think he just did it off the spur of the moment. Like, all right, I'm gonna come real quick. But
Or
then he showed you like this is what I
somebody put a
really do.
camera. Somebody put a camera in his face. Do it now, Santos. Do it now. You got. But when he went to the studio and recorded "Kill the Irishman," and then when he
Yeah,
followed it up, I was really impressed when he did "Kill the Irishman." When he did "Spin the Block," I was really
yeah.
impressed. I was
He used that
really
Nas
impressed.
sample, that Nas sample in there. It went perfect, man. Shout out to Toast. That's my G too, man. Shout out to Toast. It's always lyrical exercises in the city of Philadelphia, man. That's why the bar is set so high. People are all rappers are always gonna, challenge other rappers. It's just the nature of the competition. That's how it go. So, it's good for the fans. It's good for everybody that's tapping in. It's definitely good.
Now this, I had add back. I said this is what OT said about Santos. Toast could have been one of the best. Too bad he was stupid. They refer to me when they say let's keep it music. But you see, the truth is you was using. You was my cutty, but now you're dick riding millies. It's getting ugly. OBH loves me and Arab trusts me enough to know that I'm not gonna lose to some pussy. Those lyrics were hitting hard, man. Santos had brought up Millie's. He brought up Millie's saying, yo, there's already somebody hot in Massachusetts. So, yo, OT flamed him right back with the Millies, saying, now you're dick riding Millie's. It's getting ugly.
Yeah, he threw his shots. He got his shots in there. He got his shots in there. Santos at the same time got his shots in there too. Steve, what up, my J? Santos, he came with his shots too. To kill the Irishman joint, he really left an impression with that.
You know,
OT started it off, yeah, but Santos definitely came back strong.
and then
Misty, what up?
OT the Real went as far to say, Reed Dollaz saying numbers don't lie. He's a liar. His YouTube has 400 subscribers. Every time they do watch you, someone else gets paid. Just be thankful your career even felt this wave.
But look what Reed doing now, though. Reed buzzing right now.
Right. He's sort of having a comeback similar to Cassidy. He's getting bags. You know what I mean? He's getting
Yeah,
bags, just like Cassidy is. He's getting bags right now. But y'all, we're about to be blessed with a special guest. We're about to be blessed with a special guest. We are about to be blessed with Philly's own, a man who's really been reemerging in the game. Welcome, my guy, Kaboom.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Big Body Bag, man. How y'all feeling this great evening?
Big body bag.
great, my J.
That's what
Big
I like
body bag.
to know what good mean no more. You know what I mean?
Necessary caskets.
And they got to deal with.
hmm
Guys, I'm going to put Kaboom's Instagram up right now. If anybody in here is not following, everybody go follow Kaboom right now. Really
Please,
appreciate him joining us.
please. Oh, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed to be in the be in the presence of such good brothers, man. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, my J. You know how we carry it, boom.
Touch Money, Nah TV in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Bro,
Yo,
bro.
man.
Mm.
But yo, Kaboom, Rosewood, we're gonna bring in my second co-host, Kaboom. This is my guy representing Philly, Somerville, SV Twiz
Salute,
in the building.
salute, fellas. What's good, Mikey?
Let's be
Rosewood, what's
twist.
up? Body bag, boom, what's up, bro?
Oh, man, I'm great, man. I'm great. I'm blessed by the best.
No
Yes.
doubt, no doubt. What's going on, fellas?
So yo,
We
man.
working.
So Kaboom, man. I really appreciate you joining us, man. I gotta ask you, dude. Let me see where I wanted to start this. Really, man. I guess we got to start it with. Were you shocked when OT the Real called you out, bro?
Not really. Not really.
Had you ever had any prior dealings with him?
No. Not at all. Whole thing. We was in the studio. Shout out my man Rose. You know what I mean? We in the studio. We in that joint, and a bunch of us was just talking. You know what I mean? And somebody brought to my attention that OT was saying that Smoke two DVD rappers. I guess he meant Reed and Quilly because he came at them. You know what I mean, with no response. But he came at them, and he was saying he was the best in the city. And, I'm competitive, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and this is what the people say, not me, but I'm arguably like, one of the best rappers who battle in the city. You feel what I'm saying? And so, hearing that, like, well, let's push this conversation forward. And I called him out on the gram. And once I did that, his peoples got in touch with my peoples, and you know what I mean? They was like, that's a good look, you know what I mean? Let's get that shit in. And that's how that went right there.
So whose people contacted you to say let's get that shit in?
I don't really want to get into too many names do that, but his peoples contacted my peoples. Feel what I'm saying?
To do a record?
To
do a record? Or
no,
to
really, but that's in the works though. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely in the works. Possibly. But no, they said basically, let's get that shit in. Like set that shit off. Like what you want to do.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
So tell me about it, man. You literally you came right back swinging with that funeral ride. Like, how'd you get right to it? Did you record that at Razor's new studio, or where'd you do it?
I did it at 1122, right around the corner with Ace the Chemist. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Ace the Chemist, one of the best producers in the city. You know what I mean? What happened was I actually already had that joint done. I actually at the moment I actually got 4 joints. You know what I mean? I got 3 in the tuck and I dropped the joint. So as soon as I called him out from the rip, I went and I laid some shit. You feel what I'm saying? And then I saw Santos drop a video. You know what I mean? Saying whatever he was saying to him. And I turned around and then he dropped the joint. And so I actually kind of fell back because I was like, damn, I don't want it to seem like, you know how perception is. I don't want it to seem like we ganging up on him or nothing like that. Feel what I'm saying? So I initially fell back and I wasn't even going to do nothing. I was like, fuck it. But then I talked to my man D at All City Promotions, and he was like, "No, boom, fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit. Drop that shit." So you know what I mean. I still was on the fence. Like, you know how perception is. I don't want to seem like we ganging up on this board and just make it look like shit look crazy. But I was like, fuck it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and drop that joint. And then
Twiz, let me ask you, man. With the records coming out, Kill the Irishman, Funeral, Funeral Ride, Death of Elvis, you know what I mean? With all these records coming out at the same time and with Kaboom saying that, did it seem like they were all sort of teaming up on him, sort of like on some Shady Records versus Ja Rule shit?
I mean, the streets don't look at it like that because at the end of the day, we all know OT how he did the call out. Once you start mentioning the goats from the DVD era, we talking about the Touch Monies, we talking about the Go Getters, we talking about Headshots. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that was a part of that legendary wave, that shot was thrown at everybody. You know what I'm saying? And we know who was doing what on them DVDs. So at the end of the day, I look at it like, the ones that's the OGs of this shit is like teaching a new and upcoming rapper a lesson. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, but it's a real good look for the city. As long as it stays at that. You know what I'm talking about? Because like Santos and OT, it seemed like a lot more personal than how anybody else is taking that shit from how it sound as far as with they diss tracks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Kaboom, I wanted to ask you, how did you feel about the way him and Santos went at each other? And who do you actually think has the upper hand there? We've seen 2 records released from each, Flame Off and Murder Rate. And then we actually saw a couple records. What did Santos release? He released, what was it? What was it called? The first one?
What does OT stand for? I think that's what it was.
Yeah,
He
he
had
did.
when he
That was that
killed the
joint.
Irishman.
Then killed the Irishman. Yeah. Um, I
Just spin the block.
I,
Yep, spin the block.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I battle niggas on a regular basis, like all the time. Like you feel what I'm saying? And they be saying all kind of wild shit. But you know, I love it. This rap. Like I want motherfuckers to
Right.
get out there, get hungry, you know what I'm saying, do what they do. I just thought that was wild to me. Like I still don't even know the full whole situation behind that, and I really don't want to. And I just think that's crazy, man. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like this we rappers. You feel what I'm saying? We Philly. We known for the aggression. We known for taking it there. So I just feel like shit like that just fucks the stigma up. Shit like that just fucks it just fucks the bag up. It'll make certain people that might have wanted to get behind it not want to get behind it because they might feel like, you know what I mean? Shit might go left. So
Facts.
you know what I mean? I don't know. Like we all know how it's supposed to go. Motherfuckers supposed to go at it, tear that shit the fuck up. Then a little bit after that, do a track together. Boom, keep it moving. That's how that shit's supposed to go.
Facts. Facts.
You know, I know the guys have a couple questions for you, Kaboom, but this is something we had brought up right before you tapped in, as well, Twiz. But you know, right now Reed Dollaz is in his bag. Right now, everybody's got the attention on Cassidy, Reed Dollaz coming back to battle rap. You're doing your thing in battle rap as well, Kaboom. So, you know, the initial talk is let's see if OT the Real could step into Reed Dollaz lane. I know that would be a big money battle.
Yeah,
But what about Battle Academy possibly doing Kaboom versus OT the Real?
I love it.
20,000. What do you think about
Mm.
that?
I love it. I love
Mm.
I absolutely love it. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I fucks with OT. I think OT's fire. I wouldn't even have did this. You feel what I'm saying? I don't feel like he can stand it with me 3 rounds. Cause it's different. It ain't on the track. You feel what I'm saying? Like you got to bring that whole everything to the ring, man. You got to bring you got to bring that energy, man. You got to bring that energy. You got to be able to do
True.
different shit now. You got to be able to, when you go, now it's my turn, you got to be able to rebuttal me. And I'm going to rebuttal you. Shit that you said in the beginning, in the middle, at the end. I'm going to have all types of shit. You feel what I'm saying? That I don't think he going to know what to do with. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my opinion. But I would love it. Set that shit up like yesterday.
Is
Yeah. Set that up.
So let me ask you, man, is there a big enough stage in Philly for it? Is Battle Academy the right presenter for it? Tell me about that, Kaboom.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Battle Academy is the #1 battle league in Philadelphia. You feel what I'm saying? All the other battle leagues respect the Battle Academy. They back in the Battle Academy. You feel what I'm saying? And the links that myself and the everybody that's involved in the Battle Academy behind the scenes, you know what I mean, is great outlets for it. So I think that's the perfect situation. The perfect situation. Bring some more sponsors and bring some more heavy hitters, you know what I'm saying, from the city that actually, you know what I mean, put their dollars behind this. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's what Philly's missing. Philly has the
Fact.
best spitters. This is what we're missing. We're missing the mentality of I want to be the best. We missing that. This is what we had. That's the whole thing behind the DVD era and all that. And that's another thing. We got to get this whole stigma off the DVD era and DVD rappers because it's a lot of people that's bitter and that would have killed to be on them DVDs that couldn't be on
Facts.
these, couldn't be on the
Fact.
forefront and shit like that.
Fact.
And it's not like they ain't fire, so to speak, but for whatever reason, it didn't go how it was supposed to go. So I feel like we need that. You know what I mean? Now that'll have all the other up and coming and younger artists with that mentality and get out. You know what's crazy? I talked to a lot of people from Atlanta, Mississippi, Memphis, all those type of Southern eras, and they say, "Yo, when we want bars, we tune in to Philly, but niggas from Philly sound like us.
Yep. Facts.
We wanted to hear
Mm-hmm.
that shit. We'll go around the corner. We go up the street. We don't tune into y'all for that. We tuning in y'all for the bars. We want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? So we got to start instilling that into the up and coming generation. You know what I mean? And groom them in that way. It's all about bars, the creativity, the lyricism. You feel what I'm saying? Pushing the culture forward.
Yes.
Yo,
Yes.
Kaboom. One of our guys in the chat, Louis Peasy, he said, Kaboom, what's the price got to be for you to battle OT?
Oh man, we just gotta talk. No, gotta sit down and talk. That's all. We just gotta sit back and talk. You know, the logistics just gotta be right. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm a hustler. So you know, it ain't always necessarily gotta be a price tag at the door. We can sit down and work out something. You feel what I'm saying? Because you know what I mean. I'm the only bull out the Battle Academy who tell them, don't give me no money. Don't give me no money. And I have no problem sharing this. I tell them, don't give me no money. Give me all ticket work. Give me all ticket work. And I get out there in the streets with the people by my motherfucking self and knock them tickets off, man.
Dang.
Listen.
Facts.
So, yo, Rosewood, I got to ask you, man, you know the guys from Battle Academy. Tell me about this prospect of Kaboom going, one-on-one with OT the Real. It's got to be a big prospect for Philly, man.
Yo.
Oh, definitely.
Listen.
Most definitely. Once again, shout out to the Battle Academy. Go ahead, Boom.
Yo, the whole city's going to come out for that.
I said that, Mikey T. Didn't I say that, Mikey T? Everybody, Boom, before you came in, I said everybody's coming out to that.
Everybody's coming out to that. Listen, even city, people traveling for that. We talking flights, book. Listen, this is so crazy. You got to think about the economic boost for the city for a situation of a rap battle. You got to think about how that trickles down. Flights is being booked, hotels is being booked, because best believe people coming from us from coming from OT. They coming from OT to see me battle OT. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a great event. And then you think about all the sponsorships that can come into play for that. Not only for the artists, but come on, man. This big business. This big business.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And if you want to touch on that a bit, you can, Rosewood. But I just wanted to say, Kaboom, the way that OT puts out acapella freestyles, we had just seen on Gilly's page a few days ago, he had a 2-minute acapella freestyle out. So I think he would be able to carry himself in an acapella setting. How long are the rounds typically in your battle? What is it, 3-minute rounds?
It's all negotiable. Like every battle was different. Like we all negotiate, you know what I'm saying, what they want to do. You know what I mean? Like it's what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because when it come to me and my rounds, like they got to stop me. They got to stop me because I'm going. I ain't gonna go 10 minutes and all that and long and drawn out, but they got to stop me. That's my moment. So I'm gonna take advantage of my moment. Motherfucker got to stop me. So I think with the whole acapella thing, it's different. And people say this all the time, but that's the truth. It's different because you ain't just spit into the camera. It's like you got to know, like he gonna know how to deal with. Let's say he spit a line that in his mind when he pinned it, he was like, "Oh, this joint gonna hit. They gonna go crazy when I say this," and he say it and they don't. Like a lot of people don't know how to deal with that. They'll take that. Oh shit, they ain't fucking with me. You feel what I'm saying? What he gonna do if like you got to know how to like engage with the crowd. You got to know how to say things. You know what I'm saying? That you just got to know how to. It's different shit. You got to know how to stop when the crowd's going crazy. Then remember where you at. Then pick it back up. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Then getting out there for 3 minutes might seem like that's a long ass time up there. That's a long ass time. You feel what I'm saying? To be up there delivering your shit. And they got to be consistent because motherfuckers tend to get dry. You feel what I'm saying? They tend to get dry. They start off out the gate and then they get dry. And they start going downhill towards the battle. See, he got to know how to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? and everybody can't. Just because you hot and you can rap, don't mean you can battle rap in today's era. We done seen that
Facts.
time again. We done seen people
Right.
back and do horrible. We ain't gonna say no names, but we saw it from our own city. Come on, man.
Yo, so Kaboom, I got a special question for you from AR Rab. But before we get to that, Twiz, Life with the Philly fam, did you want to give your take on the potential of a battle with OT the Real and Kaboom? I think it's a hell of a headliner.
The potential of the battle with OT and Kaboom is like the comparison of the fight with Mayweather and Conor McGregor. It's going to
Oh,
be highly anticipated. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Because at the end of the day, we know Kaboom been doing this, and we know what OT do. OT talk that shit, but at the end of the day, he would be stepping into a field that he never stepped into before. And like Kaboom said, crowd reactions can throw you off. A boo can throw you off. You know what I mean? When you feel like salute primo, when you feel like people ain't gravitating to your bars, and you be like, you know, this gonna be a heavy punch right here. And then you got somebody like Kaboom where he can switch it up and do all type of rebuttals. You know what I mean? So you know it would be a great, 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 highly anticipated battle. You know, the world would love to see that. It's way deeper than Philly. You know what I'm saying? The world would love to see that right there.
Facts, man. It's facts.
Rosewood, did you have anything that you wanted to add to it, man?
Yeah, definitely. I want to just touch on what Boone was saying. The economic impact of that. Like he said, they're going to just not the tri-state. You're going to have people coming from Ohio, down south. People going to travel to come see this event live. This almost brings back that essence of, like I said, when Cassidy used to battle up Brown.
yeah.
This brings that essence back, where people came in the city from all over just to see the bars. Like Boom said, they check in to see the bars, the mannerisms, the actions, the slang. You're gonna get all that, and to see it in person, nobody's gonna turn that down to see that in person. Everybody's gonna be in there, and at the
Facts.
same time, I want let's piggyback off Twiz. What Twiz was saying, it is a different, and what Boom was saying is different stepping up there. You know, the crowd reaction is one. Your opponent hit you with rebuttals, and then you have to switch up in the middle of the battle. How you gonna approach the next round? You know, and nobody even mentions what the battle rappers go to, and Boom can attest to this: the heat from the lights.
Mm.
So you got the heat from all the lights in on the camera up there, and you got to remember. Listen, it's not an easy task. You will really have to train for that to go up there and go against Boom. I don't think OT can handle his, but in that arena, it's a little different.
Mm. Mm.
Facts.
That's
Well,
all- it's a sport. You feel what I'm saying? Like somebody might
Hmm.
be basketball, for example. Somebody might be nice as shit, bro. They nice as shit when they on the street ball and they doing all. You know what I'm saying? But when they get into a regulation game, it's different. Like it's
Hmm.
complete. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
you got
Hmm.
you got to think when it's easier said than done. I'm getting up there and I'm fucking giving you an onslaught, back to back bars, all in your face. The crowd going crazy. At the same time,
Hmm.
you still got to remember your shit and keep your composure and all this other shit. Like that shit is really crazy. And you got to remember your breathing control. Like Rose said,
Right.
I train for that. Yo, like you really train for that. Like when I get ready for a battle, I train like I'm going to a boxing match. People be like, "Damn, Boom, you in shape and all that." Like, yeah, because I don't just sit and prepare mentally. I prepare physically for these joints. That's arguably why the streets say I'm 5-0 right now. I came home this time. I have 5 battles this year. Where is that? 5 battles. And the streets are saying, not me, that I'm arguably undefeated this year. They saying I've been undefeated, but we just gonna go off currently. This is what they saying. And that's why, because I train hard. I practice, I take my craft serious. The preparation, that's the thing about it. That's the thing.
Hmm.
he gotta learn. He's gonna have to learn how to prepare for this battle. You think you can't just sit and write your rap like it's gonna be on a track or this track and think you're gonna step in the ring with me and it's gonna fly. You're gonna be in for a long night. It's gonna be a long night, bro.
So Kaboom, Iceberg, one of our moderators, Iceberg said they do not want. He said they do not want unlimited time on rounds with Boom. They better with 90 seconds so he don't completely wig out on them.
Yeah, that's a fact. They don't call me Boom for nothing. Once I start and I get going, like that's the thing about me. That's different from up. I don't go like I don't start at a high and then go to the low. No, I start at a low point, and I structure my shit to build. So the longer the time limit, the worse for my opponent. That's why all my opponents, they all say this. Yo, no, please tell Boom, stick to the time limits. Please tell Boom, we only doing this amount of time. That right there, that's dangerous for people. Because my stamina is at an all-time high, Mike. I don't smoke. I don't do none of that, bro. All I do is just...
Look what Iceberg said, Boom. Iceberg said, we seen what you did to K. Walker and Cicero, beloved.
They ain't never been the same. You
did Cicero super dirty, bro.
Yeah,
Cicero was overkill, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro.
So, Kaboom, this is actually a question directly from AR Rab.
Mm-hmm.
He said, Kaboom is a good battle rapper. I wonder why he doesn't step on the URL stage. Could you reply to that?
Well, you can't just step on the URL stage. They have to book you on there. I have no control over that. You know what I'm saying? If they book me today, then I'm gonna be over there. So that's a question he would have to ask them.
So what do you think, man? Are you ready for that leap, though? You said you're 5-0 now. Are you building towards a URL stage, though?
Absolutely.
RBE.
Absolutely. I'm in touch with a lot of big leagues right now. So all we just trying to do is just figure it out and put it together. You feel what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, the ball is in URL, RBE, whoever. The ball is in their court. You feel what I'm saying? If they book me, I'm coming. Plain and simple. So, yeah. So
right here, George says Kaboom should have been on Smack. Yeah. I guess a lot of people look at you and say that you should have been there, Kaboom. But it's good to see you spreading your wings on the Battle Academy and doing your thing. Cicero and K. Walker, those are two interesting battles I'm going to have to go check out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Salute my GK Walker.
Crazy because when you watch them joints and shit, I want you to hit me ASAP as soon as you watch them joints.
Look at this. Touch Money. He been ready, though.
Huh?
Touch Money says he's been ready, though. Uncle Jesse, years ago, so I could see why Ab would ask this question.
Yeah, right. Because I beat some of their top people. Tay-Rock. I ran through him like I didn't even think nothing of it. You feel what I'm saying? K-Shine. After I battled K-Shine, this is when he went on his undefeated. This is all in documented facts. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for a while, I didn't have no links or no connections to them. But now, I was able to have a conversation with a couple people. So now we just try and figure some things out and put it together. See, the whole thing with me is I know my business. You feel what I'm saying? And I got my business together. I don't be just entering any situation like most battle rappers and just rules. Listen, facts or not facts. I'm the only artist in a building of 100 other artists selling merchandise.
Facts.
The only one. You feel
inside and outside the venue. Inside and outside the venue.
All day. Selling merch all day. And that's just a small part. I got my business together. You feel what I'm saying? So I be trying to enter these situations in a way that I can capitalize long term or B, more than just an actual just, payment for this, the initial battle. I want to work out something where not only can I benefit long term, like I said, but other entities that might have time, money invested into me. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know,
So yo,
That's
Kaboom,
a fact right there.
Kaboom, I wanted to get into a couple more questions, you know what I mean, just to get some of your backstory, man. Can you take me, Kaboom, could you take me into how you got your start in the rap game? Like when did you actually first start getting your DVD appearances going?
um, well, before DVDs came, I was doing a lot. Like I was on 106 in Park 3 weeks. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Off, you know what I'm saying? Pause before they gag me. You feel what I'm saying? Um, I was doing a lot of shit. Like I was doing a lot of shit, like battling, you know what I'm saying, doing songs, doing this, that, and the third, doing little shows and things like that. And I was killing shit to the point. Let me see an example. Like Touch Money. Now I tell you how many people came down to the store to battle me. Joey Jihad came down to the store to battle me to get his rematch. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. The rematch.
Battle me,
Mm-hmm.
rematch. They rematch. And those my guys, but it's facts. They came down there to get their rematch from losing. You feel what I'm saying? Um, so at the Music Hut on 52nd Street Market,
Music cut.
they had a like a little battle rap contest joint at that joint. I came there first time, won that joint. Boom. And this when I met Nas, my first time meeting Nas. And it was like instantly we had a connection, like instantly, like from the rip. And he was just like, yo, you know what I mean? Come down to the store, wooty wooty woo. We was down there just chilling, you know what I mean? And because being that though it was a music store, a lot of people was bringing DVDs and mixtapes and all that kind of stuff down there. So he was like, it'd be good look for you just to be around, and link with you. And that's what I was doing. Originally it was just me and I, you know what I mean? And that's crazy because that's what it is now. But so we I I I knew a bunch of the other Touch Money members, you know what I mean? And now I knew some of them, you know what I mean, from different little situations. And everything just started falling into place. Like this person came to battle this person, and we was like, yo, what's up with you? And you know what I mean? And the team just started building, you know what I mean, like that. That's initially how I got started on the whole DVDs and how Touch Money came together, pretty much. So that's like a double answer for you.
That's what's up. Rosewood, I know you had some questions you wanted to get into as well.
Oh yeah. Boom basically that was a good question, Mikey T, because Boom basically answered some of the stuff I was gonna ask, about Music Cut, letting the people know like about Music Cut and where it was at, what part of the city, and like how Touch Money came together, because I know everybody wasn't from the same neighborhood, But another question I would have is how did y'all link with like Top Class? Were they coming to the Music Cut too, like Reed Dollaz and Top Class? Were they coming to the Music Cut at the same time? And let the people know like what the atmosphere was like when y'all were battling everybody, like when Touch Money was battling Blood Meek and the Bloodhounds. Let
All
the
right.
people know what how was that atmosphere then?
All right. So it's two parts to that question. So as
Mm-hmm.
far as the Top Class thing, I battled Reed. Reed had called me out because I was going around smoking shit. So Reed
Okay.
called me out. A friend of his got in touch with Nah and everybody. He was like, yo, Reed, I was gonna battle you today. So we came down. I came down early that morning, like 10 o'clock. Boom. We start battling literally all day for hours. Reed is my longest battle. Me and Reed, we battled like 40 rounds. So
Damn.
footage that's on the tube is literally at the very end when we was running out of raps. To the point I was spitting raps I first wrote, like when I first started rapping. He was spitting raps that he just spit on Too Raw for the Streets because we was out of raps. You know what I mean? When we started, it was daylight, crowded. When we stopped, it was nighttime, like two people in there. So we leave, and we went to the studio that night. The studio we went to just so happened to be top class studio. So while I'm in there, Reed walks in. It just so happens this is the studio he records at. You know what I mean? And so we start going down there a lot, just booking time down there. And the owner of Top Class, OG, you know what I mean? Shout out to old Jizzle. He wanted he wanted me and NH to be part of what he had going on. And he said he had working with Reed, Frank with the Grippers, Rain Man, Eddie Morris. And he wanted me to be a part of that situation. And we was like basically like, well, we got our own situation, touch money. So we, we a package deal. You know what I'm saying? We come, if you fuck with us, you got to fuck with them too. So over time of all of us, the whole touch gang and Top Class is all recording in the same studio together. We just all start building different bonds together. You feel what I'm saying? Different people linking up, joints, mixing, matching, and all that. You know what I mean? And it just blossomed into that whole situation. Now, during the midst of this, Frank and Jihad had some little shit going on, and Reed and Cheek had some shit going on. Then Meek comes at it. Just so happens that Jihad and Meek and Magic and Still and all of them, they had a type similar situation with Bob and Bam and them, and they was all right. So Meek decided to come at Reed. Boom. So now you got Jihad coming at Frank, Meek coming at Reed, and we heard a track. Initially, we was out of it because we was cool with them. Like we was cool with Had, we was cool with Meek, we was cool with all of them. So me and A and us, we was out of it. We was like, we was just eating popcorn, enjoying the movie. And next thing you know, a track drops, and it's Meek, that nigga Lil, and I think Jihad or Quilly. I'm not sure which one. But I heard Lil came at us, and Meek had some little shit in there coming at us too, but it was more so focused on Reed. Now, boom, here you go. Now we got the rock now, because not only did you say our name, not only did you do that, you coming at our gang. So, we want a piece of the pie too. So boom, so we jump in, start writing our shit, doing our shit, and then that's how it went. And the atmosphere was crazy because we didn't have a problem with each other. We wasn't like on no violent tip. We was cool. We all knew it was rap. It was the streets. Right. It was the fans. Motherfuckers that was rocking with us was approaching them, and vice versa. So that spirit was crazy. Like we had the city in an uproar. Like motherfuckers was taking. Yeah. Like you had people that was from down there that was like, yo, no, fuck that. I'm rocking with Boom, and you couldn't tell them nothing. You had people from down where he at that's like, fuck it, I'm rocking with Meek, and you couldn't tell them nothing. And people from our end, and it was just crazy. You feel what I'm saying? It was crazy. It was a great time. I loved it because I loved the competitiveness. And as far our rap culture, our scene, Philly as a city, we gave the people something to talk about. You feel what I'm saying? It was something to talk about. It was something to discuss. It was something to debate. I fuck with this boy. No, I fuck with this. You heard him say this. You heard them say that. And the mixtape, yo, we was killing them. You had to be a fool. You had to be a fool not to make money during that time. Because people used to stop me all day long. Like, yo, I know you got some new shit. Yo, it was to the point one morning, I was out early as shit. I was early one morning. And some boy came in the store and was selling tapes. No, it was a tape or a DVD. Because tapes was still like, it was on their way out. Like, you know what I mean? let's just say it was a DVD. He came in there with DVDs of Jihad getting knocked out, literally, because he knew we was beefing. First place he came to the Music Hut with copies of him getting knocked out. I'm talking shit. This was like, I want to say 20, 30 minutes after the situation happened. Motherfuckers didn't even know about it yet. Only motherfuckers who knew was obviously Jihad and the motherfuckers who was there and us. We knew about that shit fast as shit. And you know what's crazy? People thought we had something to do with it at first.
Right, I remember that. I remember people saying that. There was a rumor going around.
People thought we that shit was crazy. That shit was wild. I love
So people thought it was Touch Money that had something to do with Joey Jihad getting knocked out.
You
Now, remember, it wasn't no internet or nothing back then, so niggas just saw them going back and forth, and then that shit got released. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
We had the cell phone chirps. Everybody's had the cell phone chirp.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
It was definitely all chirp work. It's crazy that you said that, Twiz, because you got to think about the impact and how strong that is, because it was no internet or nothing like that. So to be able to create a citywide buzz for ourselves and have people talking about us, this is all word of mouth. This is all physically this person telling this person, and it's spreading. No budget, no radio play, no nothing. This is all just talking. The impact of that is wild. And majority of all parties involved, that's just a testament to our impact. And it's no reason why those core members of that impact and that movement should not be, like, I know everybody, well, mostly everybody is in good places, you feel what I'm saying? And they're doing well at life and they're situated. But it's no reason why all those core members shouldn't be in bigger situations and not just like one. You feel what I'm saying? Because if we was able to create that impact that way, imagine what we would do with budget and everything and all that.
That's bad.
It's wild. Like, we sit here talking about how crazy a battle would be with me and OT the Real. Like, we got to think about the impact and how many lives situations like that could change if we do it right.
Right. It could definitely put Battle Academy on a whole nother level, you know, because sometimes these big, you know, like when a big studio production company invests in a film and it's a hit, it takes their company to a whole nother level. Kaboom, I wanted to ask you, man, so after that whole thing with Joey Jihad and Touch Money, how long did it take you guys to make it right? How long did it take for you to actually speak with Joey and be like, yo, that wasn't us?
Well, he knew it wasn't us because the person that did it was his man. So he knew it wasn't us. So that it wasn't really no problem with him. Like, he knew it was.
Yep. It was more of the internet. It was more of the speculation in the streets.
Streets, yeah, no internet. It was the streets.
We all having a crazy ass citywide rap beef, city in the up.
Hold on 1 second. Kaboom will be right back.
But he right though, Mikey T. The city in the uproar. Like I said, everybody had the church. Twiz, you would know. Like when the church was out, it was like instant. Like it was almost like the internet, but you just on the walkie-talkie. So you can chirp everybody, and then that word of mouth is going to spread to every church coming right through. Yo, you just heard what happened? It's a video? Oh, I'll get the video. It took a minute for the video even to get on YouTube, let alone have the DVD. So with Boom saying like they bringing it, the streets was heavily invested in it. Like, picking, because it started before they even were going at it. People already had their favorite battle rappers. People were already comparing on the corners like, oh no, he's better than him. Nah, he better than him. You heard the last freestyle he had, so it was already a competitive nature.
Tri-State Music said the next Tell Chirps was a moment in time.
They was.
Yes, it was.
Next
Yes,
tells
it
them
was.
the Boost Mobile Jones and all that. Them Jones with the, you know what I'm saying? Them Jones was crazy. And what I want to add on that too, real quick. Salute, Steven. What I want to add to that also is this was the everywhere out Philly. If you had like a million stands out Philly, or you had stores where you can go to and get these DVDs, like we were updated on them Jones. Like when a new John came out, you was on it. Like if you ain't have it, it's time to catch up, or you'd be watching it over your folks' crib or something. So we was waiting for
Yep.
them Johns to drop. We ain't had the luxury of how it is now with a diss track on YouTube where a person could respond within 6 hours. You had to wait till that next John come out.
Yep,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
that's facts.
We used to
So
we used to huddle. We used to, not to cut you off, Mikey T. You and Razor can attest to this. We really used to huddle up in my crib and really watch it like it was a fight party. Like
Facts.
whenever that new headshot came out, everybody in there, the block shut down, everybody rolling up. All right, pause the game, put that on. So that's all it was. We really gathered around like it was a fight party. And whoever ain't
Facts.
see it, they would be coming in too. They coming in next. We got to rewind it back.
My fault,
There's a
Frank.
whole new group of people coming in. No, you good, boom.
You
I
good,
was just
boom.
letting
so
them know how it was, man.
yo, I
It was like
wanted
a fight
to
party.
unless Kaboom, unless you wanted to you remember where you were, I wanted to bring it over to Twiz.
Yeah, boom. I just had that. No, I didn't know if you wanted to finish speaking, boom, before I ask you.
I was
You know
pretty
my.
much, yeah.
All right,
All
cool.
right,
So let's move on. Twiz, I know you got some heavy questions.
definitely. So, boom. One question I got for you is, we know how the ever was back then in Philly, where like y'all guys were really in gladiator school. It was a lot going on and off camera. Can you tell us about a legendary battle that was that had anything to do with any of the Touch Money members, but that was off camera that the world didn't get to see?
Um,
Mm,
thing about it is the world never got to see me versus Meek twice.
mm.
Damn.
Me versus Meek twice. To this day, I'm still looking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I thought that was a rumor. That's the crazy part.
Damn.
That was like an urban legend because it was never
Correct.
on DVD. It was
the
only by word of mouth.
time I battled him was at Club Flow, and there was a lot of
Well,
people. Hollow Man, Creed Forge, Ness, Slaughter Rico, Miss G. I keep going. It was a lot of people in attendance that night that saw that, and excuse me, and I beat him. I didn't even think nothing of it because at the time I didn't like know. And Spinach, Little Spinach was in that same tournament. Rest in
Rest in
peace.
peace, Spinach.
recipe spinach, man. Mm-hmm.
Up, I beat him. Boom, and then I beat Meek in the finals.
You
And
beat
then,
Spinach?
yeah, I beat
Woo!
And you beat Meek in the finals?
Night. Come on, man. I beat Spinach and Meek in the night, man. And
Damn.
I don't want to sit and make it seem like Spinach was no walk in the park.
He
'Cause
wasn't.
He wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't.
I mean, but this is where the freestyle rebuttaling come into play. Because the bars he had was nice, but you think I got bars too, and I'm able to respond to what you just said. So that just kind of just nullified everything you said. And if you can't do that back, it's over. So boom, finals, then it was Meek, you know what I mean? And then went on to 106 in Park. Sometime after that, he called me and said, yo, Meek trying to battle. I was like, for what? Like first I was like, who that? I was like, who? Because I battled and beat so many people. I didn't remember people's names unless we built a relationship after the battle, and me and him didn't at the time. So um So boom. So then he came down to the store. He started battling my young boy Paperboy. It's Meek. Meek start battling him. So then a couple rounds in, he start battling my man Bees. You know what I mean? So now I'm standing like right behind him. So as he's battling them, he like stops And it's like, no, and reaches over, but I want to battle you. And I was like, oh, well, fuck it then. Fuck it then. Because I wasn't going to do no. I said, fuck it. And so, boom. So then we start battling. Ooh. And that was that joint. I wish I had that joint. Once again, use myself. I wish the world would have seen me and Jihad twice.
Now, yo, Kaboom, you had said you and Reed went like 40 rounds. Now this was a part of a tournament with Meek at one point, but the second battle, how many rounds did you guys go?
I don't remember. I think it was like 3 or 4. It was like 3 or 4. Because at that time, he had just battled Paperboy for like 2 rounds, 3 rounds. Then he battled my man Bees for like 2, 3 rounds. And then he battled me. So he probably, I think he was like out of gas. Because he didn't battle like 7 times that day. So it was just like, and I feel like I got over on him again. So it was like, what was the point of even doing? Like, I wish we had the footage so that people can see, like, you know what I mean? And what else? What's some more joints?
I wish we had that footage and the Hattie footage.
Tell me about it.
Legendary.
I wish I had that footage.
Rosewood, before I get into my question, do you have anything more pertaining to these subjects that you wanted to ask?
As far as well, Boom pretty much touched on everything.
Yeah,
He broke the whole situation down for the folks. He basically gave the folks in the comments that's tapping in, you know, the real history of the battle rap. Now, one question I have for Boom: do you think that era in Philly rap is underrated or not looked at enough, or has a big enough light on it for the recognition that you know y'all built up?
absolutely. Absolutely. Because they like the people gotta understand that it's a lot of politics that go on. You know what I mean? And that doesn't diminish that particular person's talent, but a lot of politics will come into play where, you know, a motherfucker will make a decision like, okay, well, let's put a blindfold on and throw a dart, and whoever it land on, oh, all right, let's go ahead and push this ball and put them in certain situations. And so people will feel if you haven't got put in those certain situations, they try to diminish you, you feel that, or downplay your talent. And I just feel like it should be way more respect put on not only my name, but a lot of other people's name as well. Because you think
I agree.
Joey Jihad battle Murder Mook. Like, and I think that is out on YouTube, I think, I'm not sure. But he battled Mook. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and some people can say he beat him. You know what I'm saying? So, you gotta think, yeah, Mook came down with him and one other bull down to 8th and Diamond, by him and somebody else, you know what I mean? And battled Jihad. And Jihad was like 50 niggas. Like, that was legendary shit right there, man. That was like legendary shit. And you know, we did like our aggression, the way we deliver our subject matter, our lingo, all this type, it translated and spread into so many other areas in the country, if not the world. Now, when you look at modern battle rap and you see people's aggression, rapid fire. Before us, when people used to battle, it used to be all this space in between them. A motherfucker would battle, and then this motherfucker, it would be all this space. But not us. We got all this aggression. We would be all in each other's face, rapid fire and shit like that. They took that style and that aspect. So when you hear people say, I get mad when a lot of artists from Philly say that and they don't specify what they mean. When they'll say, yeah, they stole Philly style. Yeah, to some degree. I want y'all to specify, not necessarily that they stole it, but that it influenced them. You know what I mean? And for that alone, I feel like we should have a lot of respect on our name or more. You feel what I'm saying? And be given more opportunities to do certain things, especially speaking for myself, because I've been buzzing had a name, known for what I was doing for a while now. but only like recently, I'm really starting to get opportunities. You know what I'm saying? I'm really starting to monetize the situation. The shit isn't sporadic. The shit is actually pretty consistent. So I always feel like I just want the opportunity. You know what I mean? I don't want no favors. I don't want no handouts. No, I want the opportunity to work. You feel what I'm saying? And to show exactly what I can do and the good decisions that I'm gonna make. You know what I'm saying? With those opportunities. So I feel like we need more respect, more opportunities, and all that. You feel what I'm saying? And that's speaking for me. And I feel like they feel the same, but I can only speak for myself. And I feel like I haven't had like a boom run, like a boom run when I'm getting these certain looks. You feel what I'm saying? I haven't gotten those yet. You feel what I'm saying? And when I get those situations, I'm gonna show not only am I gonna make the best of those situations, you know what I mean? I'm gonna make other good decisions revolving around those. You feel what I'm saying? That can affect other people. You know what I mean? Because pass it forward.
So, yo, Kaboom, I really wanted to ask you about pairing up with Ines. Can you tell me how the whole pairing with Ines came about?
Yeah, that was just a booking. Like, Diz booked this. Um, I just got finished battling Show Off, and Diz was like, "Yo, we right back next month. How you feel about tag teaming with Ness?" That what? It's a legend, of course. Ness was in the class right before mine, so Ness is like the big bro. Like, you know what I mean? I look up to Ness. He was an influence. So to be able to one day to tag team with Ness, you got to think. One day I was sitting watching the Chappelle show, making a band and all that with Ness doing that, to turn around and end up being his like partner in a rap battle. And not only that, when we preparing for him to tell me, yo, Boom, I want you to drive the car, bro. I'm following your lead. For him, that. And at the time, it's crazy because I never really thought about that until just so right now, talking to y'all. I'm just thinking like, wow, like times we don't really sit back and think about shit. Like I never thought watching that one day I would be that with him, just chilling, just about the battle, going to war with this man. Like crazy.
How did you feel like that battle teaming up with Ness added to your collection of recent battles, man? I feel like it, knocked your stock up a little bit as well.
Yeah, it knocked my stuff a lot. It let people know like what they should have been knew that yo, Boom can stand with the big dogs. Boom can stand with the big dogs. Boom is worth investing the most important thing, time and money into. You know what I mean? Like, and that I think that battle was great. The way we meshed, you know what I'm saying? The way we was just able to adapt to the situation and everything like that. Beautiful, beautiful.
All right, Twiz, I'm going to throw it back to you. I'm sure you have another question that we didn't get to.
Wow.
Definitely. And speaking on, salute to Casketville. I don't know if y'all gonna run with that, but salute to y'all. How different is it preparing for a 2-on-2 than the average 1-on-1 battle in the ring?
Oh man, completely different because you got to adjust the way you prepare because I don't think nobody prepares like me because the minute, let's say if y'all was thinking about throwing a battle and y'all called me tonight and said, yo, Boom, I'm how you feel about battling such and such? Yeah, I'm with it. All right, bet. Well, we're gonna see the contract and everything. The minute we hang up, I'm writing. The minute we hang up, I'm writing ASAP. You know what I'm saying? And every single day I'm compiling material. I don't just sit and just write out a rap and just write it. No, I'm compiling material every day, all day long. I'm cooking my son to eat, compiling material. I'm doing laundry, compiling material. I'm on 95, compiling the material. So, like, have no excuse. You know what I mean? They have no excuse because I got a lot on my plate. but I'm still able to do this. I'm still able to give a fire performance. And I was showing him that. You know what I mean? Because the thing about partnering up with somebody, you learn a lot. And I learned a lot from him about just the science of certain and just how to rhyme certain shit and do certain shit that I normally didn't do. And I could, which I feel has made me more dangerous. You feel what I'm saying? And then I showed that that like, yo, bro, it's no beat. You know what I mean? Like you can kind of like cheat a little bit. And it's not really cheat, it's just you got way more room to say way more shit, and there's no constraints of how a beat constrains you. You have to rap to a certain pattern in a beat, but a cappella you don't. You can kind of do whatever the fuck you want to do, and it was just crazy how we just taught each other so much shit. You feel what I'm saying? It gets annoying though at sometimes because you kind of gotta revolve around somebody's schedule. You know what I mean? And you can't like you need your partner. I need my partner, and you got to remember everything he say, as well as he got to remember everything that you got to say. So it's real. It's definitely I want to say more difficult. You would think it would be easier, but it's not. It's more difficult because he has to be on point, or I got to be on point. Because if he fucks up anyway, I got to be right on point to fucking pick it up where he fucked up at to make it look like he didn't fuck up. I'm not saying he did. I'm just saying that's what we got to do. You feel what I'm saying? So it's way more. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah.
So I want to get into a couple questions that the chat has, man, just real quick. So Touch Money TV said I had Kaboom versus Reed, Kaboom versus Meek, and Kaboom versus Joey. I went to jail and Laz lost it. That's more of a statement.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. He had footage. We was going to drop this joint on several series of the Touch Money Entertainment DVD. Fortunate situations happen. Nah, end up going to jail, doing a stretch, and he entrusted that footage to a friend of ours, and he lost the shit, man. He lost the shit. Like I don't know.
Tri-State Music said, how's Molly Franks been or Stunt Woods?
Stunt's great. Stunt's great. Stunt be home in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He's in great spirits. Feel what I'm saying? He ready to come home and tear some shit up. You know what I mean? Every time I talk to him, you know what I mean? It feels great to be able to, when people call home from jail, to be able to say, yeah, I'm doing this, or I just did that, or I'm about to do this, and he just constantly telling me how proud he is of me, and how proud he is of my growth, not only as an artist, you know what I mean, but as a man, as a person in general. You know, I'm trying to be the best person I could be. And so he's great. Marley Franks, I haven't talked to him in a few since I've been home, but last time I talked to him, you know, he was cool. He was doing him. So that's that.
All right, now, Kaboom, I want you to keep in mind the word that I'm using here. I'm not asking you what is the battle you would most want to have right now. I'm at George McCarthy says, if Kaboom could choose, who would he choose for a legendary battle? His dream for his legendary dream battle.
Cassidy.
Cassidy?
Whoa, that's a good jump right there.
Cassidy, hands.
Take me into it, man. Kaboom, why would Cassidy be your dream battle?
At one point, he was like my favorite rapper. Like at one point, he was like, you couldn't tell and if you listen to like my previous style and a little bit of my style now and how I punch, he was like the biggest inspiration on me. He was like the biggest inspiration. Like he would say shit that I'd just be like, how did you think of that? Like how did you piece that together? And that like stuck with me. And that carried on. Like that's how I determine who's nice and who's not, to me, in my opinion. Because if someone's able to say something and express something in a way that I'm just like, wow, I never thought of that because I write so much. So when I hear that, that's what says, yo, he's nice. He's nice. You know what I'm saying? And I always say that I'm the best puncher in the world. So he is one of the people that I used to think was the best puncher. And I don't think he is no more. So I want to battle him. That'll be like, I beat, I beat the rapper who inspired me to rap.
Damn.
So, so Kaboom, I gotta ask you, what's been your thoughts on Cassidy's return? He's 4 battles in at this point. I know you've probably seen them all. So, what's been your thoughts on his return to the world of battle rap?
His first was shaky because that all goes back to what I said before. You can't think just because you can rap and you nice that you could just jump in a regulation battle. It's different. It's different. You got to learn how to understand that if you spitting and you don't necessarily get no reaction, it might not be because the crowd not fucking with you. It might be because they're listening and they don't want to make a sound because they hanging on you every word. They don't want to. They tuned in. So a lot of people will take that as, damn, they ain't fucking with me. And they'd be like, no, it was the exact opposite. But you just, now you giving out a different energy now. So now the connection that you had with them, you fucking it up. So now that turns the whole tide. Now I think the first few was shaky, and I think he's starting to understand that, you know what I mean? Like, the purpose of a battle is to innovate. The purpose of a battle is to, this is your moment. You in a battle, yeah, but this is your moment to display your talent. And you got to understand, it's not, battles are not about necessarily who won the battle. It's about who had the best moment in the battle. Because a lot of, I watched the battle and this person might have won, but I don't like remember nothing that they said. I remember this bull right here for whatever shit that he said that was just like, wow, that was a moment right there. You know what I mean? And I just feel like he learned this most recent joint he had with Hitman. He learning that, wow, this shit big business, and don't do this, do this, and understand this shit is fun. Just bid off these bulls, man. Don't try to be too tough. Don't take anything to heart. Don't be all serious. How a lot of these bulls be. No, this is rap. This is entertainment. Bid off these bulls. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun at the end of the day. And I think he's learning that. So, but I don't.
I'm sorry.
I'm not,
so Twiz, let me throw it to you, man. I imagine you got a question in regard to the Cassidy battle.
Definitely, I got a lot of questions just regarding that. So, you know, I agree with you 100%, Boom, and I salute you definitely for coming from the era that you come from to even speak on that you would want to battle someone that, you know how it was out Philly, bro. We all love Cass, even the niggas that didn't spit. He was the punchline champ, and his rap style definitely has changed a lot. Now, with you and Cass in the ring, is that a 30?
yeah, that's a super. I will write shit I ever wrote for Cassidy. I'm talking God level. I'm talking universal level. They're gonna fill these bars somewhere on Pluto somewhere. With the best material.
I like that. Like that. Like that.
Like
That's heavy.
I got to bury one of my previous idols properly, man. I got to give him the best funeral ever. Gold cat. Gold cat.
Should, as you should.
Yeah.
That's heavy, man. We would definitely love to see that right there, man. Cass, you know, when you tune in, Cass, we need to make that happen. Smack, set that up.
Facts. RBE, set that up. Battle Academy, set that up. You need to see that for the city.
Mhm.
for the world.
So
I need
until
that for the world.
so until then, I'll just settle for rocking with them in the worldwide battle tournament. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm in. I ain't gonna say who team I'm on, but you know what I mean. I'm in that, and I definitely settle for rocking with him because he's doing a lot for the culture right now. You feel what I'm saying? And right,
Definitely.
Yo, Kaboom, I gotta ask you about that since you brought it up. So you're actually a part of Cassidy's hip hop battle tournament?
yeah, I'm on someone's team.
What's the battle? What is it? It's a team battle. What can you tell me about it for anybody who doesn't know, or what has been released information wise about this battle?
Basically, you got a bunch of team captains, and they all gonna pick their team. I'm not sure what the number is. They're gonna be on their team. Let's just say 5 for conversational purposes. Let's say they pick 5 people. Boom, and then we all basically a tournament. So let's say I'm on this person's team and I battle somebody from Mook team. Boom. Now the loser of that, he out. You know what I'm saying? And it's basically like a for the situation. And we're all going to keep battling until there's the last 2 people. None of the team captains is battling. They're just team captains.
Okay.
Um,
Oh,
the whoever win out of the last joint, they get 100 grand, and a whole bunch of other shit.
So is this something that Cassidy had to reach out to you about, or was it just specifically the team captain?
Cassidy himself didn't reach out to me per se for the battle. He just reached out and just what's up, little shit like that. And I'll sit down and talk to him more when we go out Atlanta to do the first preliminaries of the joint. But it was actually Mook, Murder Mook, and Reed is the ones that reached out to me and put me D on everything that was going on.
Damn.
That's
sturdy.
Yeah, then I went and looked and I made my decision on what team I would be with. You know what I mean? Because I told him, I said, yo, whatever team I'm on, we winning. We winning that joint.
Mhm.
We winning that 100 grand. Well, I'm winning that 100 grand. I was like, I'm winning that.
Hell yeah, I'm a fan of edibles.
So, boom, if I
Phoenix,
could ask,
Phoenix, Arizona's up in here. Sorry about that, Twiz. Phoenix,
no, you
Arizona
good.
showing love. Yo, Reggie,
Phoenix, what up?
follow
Salute.
Kaboom. I got it pinned to the chat right now if you're not already following him.
Please.
But Twiz, go on, my brother.
Boom, I just gotta ask you, man, because like how you battle rap today, you do it so eloquent, bro. Like you mastered it, and I know you still working on top of the style that you have. But how was it transitioning from how battle rap used to be to how it is now? How was that transition?
Um,
Mm.
well, see, with this shit, you got to like be in tune. Like you got to pay attention to what's going on. You don't have every battle or nothing like that, but you wanna pay attention to what's people reacting to. You wanna pay attention to what you supposed to and not supposed to do. Like you gotta learn like what works for you. Like should you speed up? Should you slow it down? When to speed it up? When to slow it down? You feel what I'm saying? What have you done? How should you deliver it? You know what I mean? Like, should I be more laid back? Should I be more hype? You know what I'm saying? What am I supposed to do? When the crowd reacts, do I bring it back or do I just keep going? Like, you just in a way, it's like a battle is like a lecture. It's really like a lecture. It's like it's silent, everyone's listening, and you're up there. You have to learn how to just grab control of the situation, just grab control of it and control everything. You got to tell people, yo, be quiet. You got to be able to just control the room. You know what I mean? And out of that comes from getting in the ring and taking hits You know what I mean? And just learning like, okay, that what I did in that last battle, the way I was speeding it up. No, I'm gonna slow it down a little bit, just a little bit, and it's just shit like that. It's kind of hard to explain. It's just all experience. You got to get in, you got to get in there and get lumped up and understand what to do and what not to do. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it go. And you'll start to see what works. You'll start to see. And once you see what works for you, once I saw what works for me, I feel like I found myself, I started just saying, oh, all right, well, it's over now. Because I know what works for me. I'm going to do the same thing every battle. This is what works for me. This is my formula, my method. This is me. And so far, it hasn't let me down.
That's heavy.
What's up, man?
Definitely sturdy, man.
Oh,
Definitely
yeah,
sturdy.
Yeah, Kaboom, man. You're really an open book when it comes to this shit, man. But you really do have some history.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got so much history I forgot about. Like, it's so crazy how I would run into people and meet people from when I did this 6 years ago, 5 years ago. I would just be like, wow, damn, I forgot we did that. Damn, I forgot we was there for that. I forgot I was there for that. Like, I was talking to somebody the other day about how we was at the Remy Ma and Lady Luck battle. And I was like, damn, I forgot I was there at that battle, right there front row. I battled the Spanish boy at that joint. I forgot about it. Like,
damn. I was seeing that female battle, man.
It was crazy because I was always fucking with. I really didn't know Lady Luck too much at the time, but
Shout out Lady Luck.
I was a big fan of her. So to be able to see her and to be able to see like somebody from the industry, like actually like get in the ring and like battle, like she really like battled, like she was really like battling, and that was crazy. And to watch her win, and that was just crazy. And to actually be a part of that card, to actually on there, heavy. Never know that.
So heavy.
That's crazy. You were a part of a Remy Martin card, so that means you were technically a part of one of these early celebrity rapper versus battle rapper cards.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely heavy.
I think about all that I had, but I just think about just all the shit, just legendary moments that happened throughout the city that I was just right there in the background. Coincidence or not, which I don't believe in. I believe everything happened for a reason, but I just so happened to be there when this particular situation happened. Or I might have just been there. And it just be crazy how a lot of shit that happened, I was there, or a lot of shit that happened, I actually helped facilitate to some degree. And I'll be like, just wow, people don't understand just how connected and how in scene and in touch I am with people and Philly history and a lot of things like that. Great.
Kaboom, could I ask you if you have any memories with ARAB that you could share with us and everybody?
Absolutely. Yo, me and Ed, we used to record at this boy named Ghost Studio. You know what I'm saying? He was down north on like Thompson Street somewhere, like 18th and Thompson. He had a studio down there. And he came down there one day. I was down there and he came down and everything. And this was my first time meeting him actually. And so yeah, we would just be in the joint, let's record and shit. And I used to be like, yo, you want to jump on this joint? He used to be like, yeah, and jump on it. And I'd be like, yo, you got and he'd be like, yo, I got something for you too, huh? You like this joint? Jump on it, boom. And we just would do it. And then I used to always try to get him to tell me what happened with him and Cassidy, because you know how I feel about Cassidy. Tell me now. He would just keep it so political, you know what I mean? And yeah, and that was one of my earliest memories. That was the first time I met him, you know what I mean? And we used to just chilling, you know what I mean? And then he lived him, Dark Low and all that. They used to be like they used to literally live next door to my cousin down the Badlands. So I used to literally go to my cousin's house and come outside, and Ab would be like sitting on the steps, like next door, like literally, because the steps is connected. So he would literally be like right next door, like you know what I'm saying? And I knew fucking Dark Low before I didn't even know he rapped or nothing. So when I first started seeing him rap, I used to be like, he don't rap, but he rap. I just knew. Oh, I used to be with my older cousin that passed. Rest in peace, those stacks. I never knew he rapped nothing like that. But yeah, I knew these boys so long. It's not even funny. Like
you
great.
you know what's crazy? Star had put out some footage on his channel, bro. This joint from back in the day, Spittage and everybody was on the jump, and Dark Low on
Yeah.
there battling somebody, bro. I'm like, yo,
Yep.
like this was a minute ago. I'm like, damn, Dark was really battling somebody on the jump, bro. Like that was crazy.
Wow. See, that shit crazy. Yeah, that was a crazy time back then, man.
That was the times. That was the times, man.
So you were saying about Dark Low. Did you ever get the opportunity? Did you ever actually get the opportunity to work with Dark Low on the music tip?
No, because when I when I noticed he rap and this like I'm noticing like this like he's buzzing now, he's doing shit, he's making moves. This is when I'm learning that that he can rap when he's making moves and doing shit. And so I'm just like, oh shit. So I happened to run into him one day at Max's. And he actually saw me. I didn't even see him. He saw me get in the car and he stopped me. He was like, yo, boom, we got the link. We got to do some shit. We supposed to then do some shit. And I was like, yeah, when was you going to tell me you rap? Like, when you was going to say that? Me for like DVD, all kind of shit. Link me up with other DVD people. You never like told me you rapped or nothing. Like, so, you know what I mean? So, boom. So, we did that. We linked up and exchanged information and everything, but we never like went and did nothing. Like, I don't know, just never.
Well, you know, right now Dark Low is on fire, man. I think now would be a better time than ever. You know, he just came out with the Borrowed Time project with Harry Fraud. Him and V Don have Charlie Pope coming out 7/23, so July 23rd. I think now would be a better time than ever, Kaboom.
Absolutely. All I gotta do is just get his information. Like all I gotta do is, or somebody gotta do is just say, yo, call Boom. He gonna call me and link. My God, nothing. It's just literally a call and link situation. I didn't even think about that. I'm glad you said that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna actually reach out to him. I'm actually reach out to him. Matter of fact, I got some folks that I know that's probably that could just call him up and be like, yo, bro, shoot something over. Shoot something over. It literally
Epic.
oh,
Definitely.
I think Philly would love to see that, man. What do you think, Rosewood?
Yeah, definitely. And you know what I want to see? I want to see him send him over one of them Havoc beats. You know, Dark Lou working with Havoc. I want to see Boom on one of them Havoc beats.
That's my kind of shit. That's what I'm saying. Yo, bars back. Bars is back in a big way. Like all that the boop de boo shit. That shit is over with. Like people don't want to hear that shit no more. Even the women don't be wanting to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? I be like a lot of chicks when I be talking to them, I jump in their will, whatever the kid may be. They banging some hard shit. You know what I'm saying? They boom, we just need some new shit. I want to hear some bars. Like yeah, they be want to hear bars. Like all that shit. This is just what the mainstream like radio play. But people in their cars, the actual like people, they not banging this boopity boop shit. You feel what I'm saying? It's over with. That shit is over with. So I feel bad for all the people that wasn't pushing a pen, that was just thinking, oh, I can cheat, I can melody my way. They're gonna be sick because you wasn't pushing your pen all this time and getting better. And now that this shit is a perfect time for bars to come back and people embracing actual spitters now, I feel great. I feel great. This is a beautiful time.
That
Yeah,
that's a beautiful time. That.
So how do you feel about Philly, like the young and upcoming artists, losing the sound and originality that Philly people got? You know what I'm talking about? We always got our own swag, our own energy. How do you feel about, you know, just the music changing?
It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, bro. Because we the home of the spitters. Like this is literally what we known for. Like You know what I'm saying? Kids said it best, man. You throw a rock in the crowd, you're gonna hit a hot rapper. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and that's all from they seeing what, oh, this is what you got to do to win. You got to do X, Y, to win. You know what I mean? Because the people that's in the forefront, that's setting the tone, they not keeping the Philly sound and pushing it. They conforming with what they think they got to do. So now the up and coming people, they looking at them winning, and they like, oh, well, this is what I got to do to win. And a select few get opportunities. So now they got every young boy everywhere feeling like we got to sound like we from Chicago. I got to be drilled out. I got to be trapped out like ATL and so forth and so on. You know what I'm saying? It proliferated they mind it and thinking that that's what they got to do, not being because if you got bars, you got to be educated to some degree, because you got to be able to metaphors and similes and things like that. So you got to be educated to some degree. So instead of pushing a mind state of these up and coming people, pushing your pen, you know what I mean? You could talk about the same shit, but just in different creative ways. Let me get some lyricism, spend some time, you know what I mean? Not having like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, rhyming to the beat. Like, I mean, like, and that's why I feel like that's that's, you know what I mean? That's the whole everything behind this shit with OT. That's the whole everything. It have people back on bars. You know what I'm saying? Having motherfuckers talking about that. Back to the discussions of who's better, this boy or that boy, this boy or that boy, because there's actually substance and material to actually quote and compare and debate and have conversation and push that shit forward. And that translates into big business. That translates to a Kaboom versus OT, the real battle that'll have the city on fire, because we spitting bars and we educated and got lyrics and people interested in who's going, what we going to do. You know what I mean? And that's why. And if more people have that mentality, then it'll spread. And now the young mentality of, oh, we got to have bars, we got to push our pen if we want to win. We want to get it back to that. I mean,
definitely,
especially with the pandemic ending as well, and we can put 1,000 people in a venue now.
Yeah,
1,000 people. Are they putting 1,000 people in a venue in Philly yet?
Yeah, absolutely. The last event we had, they ended up getting a pretty big venue, like a pretty big venue. You know what I mean? And it was a nice amount of people at that joint. Nice amount of people there.
But I need everybody that's watching this right now to hit the link that I got pinned. My boy Hot Boy Turk from Cash Money, the Cash Money Hot Boys. Hot Boy Turk has his new single out. It's called Paperwork. He asked if they saying he's snitching, he's saying, where's the paperwork at? And that's one thing that Almighty J, if you guys, I don't know if y'all seen the blog, but Almighty J and this other dude were going at it. And Almighty J had one response. He said, where's the paperwork at? Where's the paperwork? I don't need to answer no question you're talking about. Where's the paperwork? So Hot Boy Turk actually did an interview with me about a month ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. And he spoke on having to sit on a gun charge for 8 months because he got caught up with his homie who had a pistol in his car. And he had to sit on his homie's gun charge for 8 months and his homie wouldn't take the charge. So Turk wanted to bring this dude on his podcast and basically explain it to the world like, yo, I kept it real on your charge and I sat and I never said nothing. So Turk is capitalizing on that. He has a new single out called Paperwork. Go check that out if you get a second, you guys.
Shout out Hot Boy Turk.
Shout out Turk.
Definitely.
Shout out to the whole NO, man. Shout out to the whole NO.
Bad situation.
Eric,
that's a bad joke.
And not to jump back off topic, but I had another question if it's possible, you know what I'm saying?
No, you're right on, Twiz, man. That was just a little brief little interlude. Turk might pop in and say what's up to us, but I let him know we'd be promoting his Paperwork single that he just dropped. And Turk actually just did a new partnership with Empire. So, Twiz, back to you, my brother.
All right, so Boom, I just want to get back on battle rap real quick, Boom. If you had to choose 5 rappers to be a part of your team on a battle rap tip, but they're not active battlers right now, who would those 5 rappers be?
Active from Philly? Philly, right?
From Philly. Yep, from Philly.
Joey Jihad. That would be one. Let me see. Joey Jihad. Free Folks. That would be 2. Hollow Man.
H, man.
Let me see. Hollow Man. Who else? Hollow Man. Who else is not active right now that I fuck with? Who's not active? Yeah, I just was talking about him the other day. Who the fuck was I talking about the other day? I was RJ Payne.
Okay.
Look, the homie.
Rain Man. And my last one would be That's Ryder.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a heavy 5 right there.
That would be my 5. Names. Joey Jihad, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Creefu, Hollow Man, RJ Payne, That's Ryder. That would be my 4 spitters, you know what I'm saying? That's not active, that don't battle, that I would love if they actually came and started battling and going at motherfuckers who I feel like they got the potential to smoke shit.
Facts.
That's heavy right there. That's heavy right there. Hey, Boom, I got a question for you. Do you and Ness have any more like 2-on-2 battles planned? And do y'all have any music planned in the future together?
Yeah. We actually got a record we about to shoot a vid for. It's me, Santos, Face from the Paper Chasers, and Shank Prezi.
Shaw Face, like Jay.
Yeah,
that's dirty.
Yeah, that we about to drop. We about to do a video for that joint. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually about to drop the record to that joint. Fuck, I'm gonna just drop it tomorrow. Fuck.
That's dirty right there. Dirty.
And I have a special track that I'm gonna around the same time too, like in the next few hours, sometime soon as it's ready and they send it over. It's called Kick the Casket. Kick the Casket Over. You know what I'm saying?
Kaboom.
That's heavy.
Kaboom, can I speculate?
You can speculate, my brother.
Kaboom, I'm thinking, you and Ines, you guys got this chemistry. Why isn't there an Ines and Kaboom track? Is there going to be an Ines and Kaboom track going at OT the Real?
It might. Might already be one day.
I'm just saying, I caught a line in there that seemed like it might have been aimed at Ness.
I'm just saying, if we gonna do, speculating, it might be already done. It might be about to drop. You know what I mean? And, you got to
That's heavy.
What's going on? But yeah, me, you know what I mean? Not only is me and Ness, 2-on-2. We about to drop a little quick little EP joint real fast with both of us real quick.
That's sturdy.
I rock out.
Definitely is.
Sturdy. Double sturdy. Be exact.
So, Kaboom, George has a question for you. He said, Kaboom, who's the doper OG rapper in Philly? Shellyano or Vinny Paz?
Well, Shells is my big bro. So, you know, I actually battled Shelliano. I actually battled him. You know, I had to come out on top on that joint. You know what I mean? It wasn't easy though. I'll tell you
I
that.
believe it. Shelliano's sinister, though.
Huh?
I said I believe it, but Shelliano is sinister.
Yeah, he is sinister. He's fucking dangerous. Yeah. Dangerous. Mm-hmm. With shells on that joint. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gotta go with him. That's my guy. I got to rock with him. It's one of my
James W says, ask Kaboom why Brickyard Noah didn't make the list.
Because I fucking forgot about Noah. That's why. Noah is fire. And that's my guy. I haven't talked to the Noah in years. Like years. That's my guy. But I really haven't seen Noah like that's my guy. I kind of forgot about him. You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't say his name. But shout out to Noah. You know what I'm saying?
Also, James W says Vodka. Major shout out to Vodka. He showed me love. We did an interview.
Well, we
yeah, shout out some proof.
Wasn't active.
Shout out to Vox.
And shout out to Vox. Shout out to Cool. But we said who wasn't active. Vodka just had
facts. He stepped on the stage. Facts.
You know?
He did. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Boom, I just had a question, Boom. Like, we were speaking on the Battle Academy, bro, and these is 3 battle rappers that I feel like they very talented, but we haven't seen them appear.
Oh shit. Damn. Twizz's power might have just went out. But we'll get him back in a second. Mm-hmm. The storyteller says Sandman was hot.
Sandman's fire.
Yeah, Sandman. Yeah, definitely.
That's my big bro too. That's one of my
shout out Sandman.
Shout out Sand. Like that.
The storyteller also asks, is Bliss Creed hot?
No, he's not hot. He fucking fire. He's inferno. He's flame. That's another one that you know he need the right looks and exposure. Like we got a lot of talented artists that battle, but they just haven't got that right. Let's just like little look yet. You know what I mean? Just so for public could just kind of get an idea of what they could do. He's one of them. He's definitely one of them.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Now, you're talking about artists to blow out of the city, and George says, Kaboom, what do you think about Ryda? He's definitely next to blow out of the city. What's your take on that?
Well, yeah, I listed him in my 5. You feel what I'm saying? I think he fired. You know what I'm saying? And I hope he blow. I hope he blow in the next second. You know what I'm saying? I wish him the best. You know
Nick Antonelli in the building. He said, what up, Mikey T, Rosewood, Kaboom, Northeast Philly, checking in. Salute.
Salute everybody in the NE, man.
Salute to Northeast. Tapping in. Thanks for everybody tapping in, man.
Absolutely.
Boom, I want to thank you for definitely giving this knowledge right now, man. I definitely want to give you your flowers, man, for, you know, doing your thing, working hard out here, man, from era to era, and really shedding a light on the era that, like I said, people don't really remember or youngins don't really know. Mm-hmm. And you really brought it here, so you brought a whole level of knowledge of Philadelphia rap that some people might not even knew about. And then they'll be checking in. So thank you, bro.
Hey, Rose, do you know a lot of these young boys, they be thinking that I just came out? They be like, yo, like that's how they be acting. Like, I love that. I love it, man. These young boys really be like treating me like I just came out or something, bro. I love it. And the fact that I black don't crack and I look great. They be thinking that I'm their age or something like that. I be like,
so yo, before we get back to your question, Twiz, I'm just gonna bring up one more name to you, Kaboom, Cheek Raw.
Cheek Raw fire. Like that's like he's fire. He's dumb fire. It's
One
just
of the inventors. One of the inventors, man.
yeah, he's fire. There's nothing to say. He's fire. It's just only could pick five. So I had to pick five of the OGs, and I mean four OGs and up and coming. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Iceberg says, salute to Kaboom for keeping us posted, and thank you for your time. We support you here. One love.
Oh man, that's a blessing. Like Rose will tell you, man. Like I'm all love, bro, all day long. That's all I got is love, no negativity, none whatsoever, bro. And I really, really, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate anybody that take 1 second out of their day, you know, conversation with me, support me in any way, shape, or form. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, and it's all genuine. And that's why I think right now I'm on the rise because it's all genuine, and it's all coming from a place of genuine love, genuine loyalty, genuine honor, and yeah, I appreciate it.
That's right. Everybody hit this link right here. Follow Kaboom. If you follow Kaboom right now, you might get a follow back, you guys. So follow him right now. And Twiz, I'm going to throw it back over to you. Thanks for coming back on and joining us. We were stalling out for a second, but thankfully we have a lot of people in the chat commenting different questions.
Yeah, I apologize for that, fellas. I had to pop my charger in real quick, but you know, to get back on topic, Boom, like I said, man, it was three battle rappers that I feel as though they're very talented and they were a part of the Battle Academy, but we haven't seen them appear in a minute. And these three battle rappers are Feast the Beast, V's the Outlaw, and Bree Woods. You know what I mean? Like, do you know what's going on with them, or you know, why haven't they appeared in a minute?
Well, I can give some speculation. I don't know if it's a fact, but it's a little speculation. Now, all right, as far as V's go, shout out to V's. That's my guy. I think him and the people over there at the Battle Academy, I think they had a falling out over something. I'm not sure what.
Okay.
Or if that's really the case. But that's just speculation. You know what I mean? That's that with them. You know what I mean? As far as Feast go, I really have no idea why he isn't on cards or what's what. Because he's dumb fire and
Definitely
smoking everything in front of him. I really don't understand what happened with that. And Reed Woods, his name be getting thrown around to battle a lot of people. So I don't know, like I'll be talking to this person, that person, they be like, yeah, he was trying to give me Bree Woods, but I was like, no, for whatever reason. And so his name definitely be floating around. Why nothing don't never come to fruition, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But
okay.
I mean, I definitely be pushing for these guys all the time. I definitely be trying to throw their name around any way I can that can help. I'm always speaking on them, especially Feast. I'm always speaking on Feast. I'm always like, yo, he's fire. Like,
he is, bro.
Yeah, that. Yes, yeah.
That all
always,
got potential, man.
I would like to see him in more battles too.
I would love to. I would love to. All those three. I would love them. I would love if they all get certain looks and things like that because they deserve it.
Definitely. They all do. Definitely.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. I really feel like we covered a lot tonight, to be honest with you, between coming in here and talking about all the current topics of, you know, all the records from the funeral ride to the murder rate, you know what I'm saying, to your perspective on what's going on with him in Santos. Maybe another perspective that we didn't cover is the jabs that OT the Real sent at Reed Dollaz. One of the jabs that OT said that caught me was that, you know, he said Reed Dollaz saying numbers don't lie. He's a liar. His YouTube has 400 subscribers. Every time they do watch you, someone else gets paid. Just be thankful your career even felt this wave. So I want to ask you all, we'll start with Kaboom.
Hmm?
Do you think Reed Dollaz is gonna respond to OT the Real?
No, not at all. Nope. He said he not. Now, for whatever reason, well, he's about to battle Murder Mook, and like at Summer Madness in like a month and some change. So that's probably one of the reasons why he not going to do that, because he probably feel like he need to focus on that. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I would have did it anyway, just because what the fuck? I'm a rapper and I want to smoke, and I'm a rapper. So how about I rap? But I,
Right.
I don't think he gonna do it though. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I got nothing to do with him being scared or nothing like that. I just think he ain't gonna do it
Facts.
for a particular reason. Um, and what else did you say? That was it, right? About
Yeah,
Reed?
also, I mean, you've responded. Uh, everyone's responded, really. So,
Not
you know
every.
what I mean? Looking at that Twiz and Rosewood being from Philly, you guys, Santos and Kaboom has responded. You know what I mean? What do you think the chances are, Rosewood, of Reed Dollaz actually responding?
I don't think he's gonna respond. I said it earlier in the chat, and it's basically saying the same thing Boone said. I don't, it's nothing that he's scared of nothing. I think he's really preparing for Summer Madness. This is something that you really have to train and really go at it 190%
Yep,
going that moot. So I
yep.
don't think he really has time to even really focus on that. You know, even especially to sit there and put lyrics to it. He's really focusing on this moot thing heavy, which he should be. Like I said earlier, he in the square. He not gonna let nothing take him off the square right now.
And,
Mm-hmm.
and Twiz, I want to bring it over to you and ask if Reed Dollars were to wait until after the battle, would that be too long? With waiting another month, do you think that would be too long to respond to this?
It will be too long, and I know Reed not going to respond just because of the simple fact. If you really look at how Reed was before he got back into like jumping into the stage, he had like a diss track. It was like a freestyle he did, and he was coming at like bigger names. He was coming at like celebrities and things of that nature. So I feel like he's shooting for the stars, and in the position that he's put in, he feel like it could be backtracking for someone that's in his shoes right now. But I also understand what Boom said, where it's like at the end of the day, we spitters, bro. We do this, but I feel like he's looking in a different directions. He's trying to be more business minded for his situation that he's in.
Because not to cut you off too, you think about it, it would take you no time really to put together something, and then like for instance, I got my disc. Not only is it on YouTube, but it's on streaming sites and shit like that. So I look at it like that's like quick couple dollars real fast. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
Not stopping me
Mm-hmm.
from
Right.
doing everything I'm doing. It actually shed more light into what I was doing. Actually, you feel what I'm saying? It just had people that might not have been paying attention or tuned in. They tuned into that. So once they saw that, they just saw all this other shit that was going on. I was like, oh shit, damn, Boom got some more. Boom got some shit, and they start looking through shit. Boom. So I
Right.
was went
Now, Kaboom, I want Kaboom, I want you to respond to this. George McCarthy said Reed ain't respond to the last diss either.
yeah,
OT came at Reed over the Panda beat, and Reed didn't come back at him then either.
yeah, he didn't. He didn't. See, this is crazy, right? Because I don't like when rappers be on they come up and they come at people to get like shown on them, and it works, and then it turns around and someone does it to them, and then they act with the mentality, not saying that reading them, I'm just saying, but it's people that do they have the mentality like, oh, I ain't doing that, I ain't doing that. But it when you was in them shoes, you would have loved if that person did that to give you a chance, because that's what they doing at the end of the day. They're like, okay, I'll help you. You feel what I'm saying? Get some light. And that's what it will be. So I feel like a person should look at it like, all right, boom, all right, I'm gonna help this person. I'm gonna go ahead and respond back and just get them some light back, help out this person real quick. You feel what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do. But that's the whole thing behind it, though. That's the whole thing behind it. And I just don't like, keep that same energy. Put yourself in his shoes, because you was in them shoes. You know what I mean? So try to look at it from his point of view. This person hungry. You know what I'm saying? You know the treatment. Respond to the disc, whoopty whoop, do that, turn around, do a track with him, keep it moving. Not only are you feeding the people and feeding your fans, you just gave back and helped this guy out. Now this guy gonna be able to do more to feed his family, and hopefully he do the same thing and push it forward. That's what it's all supposed to be about. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be a strategy to this. It's a strategy to this.
That's facts. That's facts.
Facts. And not only do you feel that way, you got, if Ness can do it, you know what I'm talking about? Like, we know where Ness came from. Ness is also another rapper that's, in shoes like you, where it's like the gloves is coming off, bro. Like, you say something, you mention my name, we going at it, bro. Like,
that's what I'm saying, bro. You want to smoke. The motherfuckers say they want to smoke. No, forget the person that's saying they want to smoke. If you a person that's saying, I'm not ducking no wreck, I'm with it, I'm a fire rapper, nobody better than me, you can't let nobody eat if they on a certain level to some degree. If it's somebody that just start rapping today and they, you know what I'm saying? No, you can't. Come on, man. I can't. But for somebody like that's like they somebody, and they, even if they necessarily you feel like they're not on your level, they still somebody to some degree. They have fans, they have a lot of shit going on, and if they respond to, they diss you or mention your name or call you out, no, you got to fire back. You got to fire back. Give a motherfucker 8 bars, but you can't give a motherfucker 8 bars. Give them 8 bars, man. Do something, respond back, feed your fans. You feel what I'm saying? All that's doing is giving people more shit to talk about you. So why not?
facts.
You can't lose in that situation. If you if
Mm-hmm.
if you fire, if you claim
Facts.
best, if all this,
Right.
lose. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it.
Facts, man.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
That's
facts.
heavy.
So the funeral ride.
Yeah,
I wanted to tap into the funeral ride a little bit.
yeah.
Kaboom. On the track, you had actually said OT the Real exposed his hand. I wanted to ask, how did OT expose his hand?
Um, Basically it was like when he spit the shit he spit, I was just basically trying to insinuate like that's it, like that's it, like that's all you got. Like I know you could do like better than that, because like I can, like that's not like, you know what I'm saying. And you know, he's been working he's been working a lot recently, so he's built up a nice fan base. So and his fan base is going to be loyal and support him. You know what I mean, and stand by him and defend him as they should. But I was just looking like, is that it? I know that like can't be it, like because like it could get bad, like lyric wise, like it could really get bad. So that was it. When I said, you know what I mean, you exposed your hand, like I knew that wasn't it. You feel what I'm saying? So
Going a little bit deeper than that, how did you feel about what he said about Touch Money? With like how much money did Touch Money really touch, being how respected and highly regarded Touch Money is in Philly?
mm-hmm. um I thought it was just like it was basically like you could have been more creative than that, because it's like that.
Mm-hmm.
I call that like low hanging fruit. You reach for the low hanging fruit. You didn't like try to take that concept and expand upon it, because when we was beefing with Joey Jihad, he had
He
a line
says
that touch
facts.
what money. I could cover all of y'all.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts.
So,
Right.
so it wasn't even better than that line. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like,
Mm-hmm.
that's all? Like, come on, bro. You can you could do better than that. Like you can, yeah, I mean, so I'm just like, come on, man. So, you know, and I actually, cause the joint I dropped, I already had did that. Like the first, soon as I called him out, I went and did that. So I already had that sitting and just waiting. You know what I mean? I actually got another joint that I have that's responding to the shit that he said. You know
I
what I'm
was
saying?
going to ask you that.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
That I dropped, I've been had that shit done before anybody dropped anything. I was on it. I called OT out and I was about to drop this shit from the rip. And then when I saw Santos, like I said, I kind of like fell back. I was like, oh man, come on, man. I kind of fell back. You know what I mean? Then when I seen him, I mean, but then like I said, I talked to the boy, boom, boy said, no man, fuck that, man, drop them joints. So I was like, all right, fuck it, drop my joint, boom. And then I got I dropped I had that joint and I was working on another joint. And then he dropped his joint. So that's when I end up recording two more joints. So, you know what I mean? I got four joints. I dropped one and I got three more that's just sitting. So I'm thinking I'm about to drop the joint that I wrote directly responding to him, like ASAP. I mean,
Mhm.
the people.
That's pretty.
Twiz, did you have a question you wanted to ask in regard to that?
That's definitely what I was about to ask you, Boom. Did you have another joint you was about to bomb on them?
Yeah,
And and also, how do you like? Is it tricky because it's not you and him directly? Like you said, him and Santos also was going back and forth. You got Shelly, I know, you know what I'm saying? That
yeah,
also jumped into it where it's like it's so much going on. Do it make it more difficult to approach the situation because there's so many rappers involved in it?
yeah, absolutely. It's like I can see if it was more people on his end too, then it would make it different. And I can like ping pong and like go at him, then combine them in the joint and then start. You know what I mean? But it's like it's just him, so it kind of just it kind of turned me off. Like soon when not even when Santos dropped his disc, when he did drop the vid saying the shit, the first thing he was saying was, I know you and Boom got some shit, but so that shit had me like, oh man, come on, I'm gonna just go ahead and chill, man, because now
Yeah,
it just took all you know what I mean, and the shit we already had the shit put together. Me and OT side already had the situation like, oh, all right, we're gonna do this, that, and the third, but whatever's going on with OT and Santos, they really know each other and got whatever shit going on. So I could see how, you know what I mean, that kind of derailed it, and OT was like, no, I'm kind of more focused on him. You know what I'm saying? I could see how that shit worked. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean, but I'm still over here though. And
facts.
you got to deal with this over here though too.
Mhm.
Other shit going
And
Mhm.
like we said, it's kind of a different angle because there's a potential, for everyone just logging in. Earlier on, we were talking about the potential of OT the Real versus Kaboom
on.
Battle Academy.
Yeah, that's the
Mhm.
business ticket. That's what I'm saying. That's why we had the board. That's really where the money at right there. Me and OT. That's really the situation right there. Everything else is kind of, yeah, it's cool entertainment, but the real situation is me and him. That's the real joint. That's really where the money at. That's really where we can actually like
Fact.
fit in, and you know what I'm saying. And both parties can actually walk away from the situation like, you know what I mean, with something tangible. You know.
Mhm. Fact.
The
Fact.
question is will OT step in that ring? You know,
That's
he's saying things like, he's the best rapper in Philly and things of that nature. Is he willing to test his bars in that ring?
Test those waters.
the thing about
Yeah.
it. And you can't say he can't say it ain't worth it because it's absolutely worth it. You can't say it ain't worth it. You going it's worth it in a lot of different ways. It's real. So it's all a matter of you know you think you can do it or not. That's the question. You know what I mean? And we got it's shit like that got to be fired. To chip away at a motherfucker pride, at a man pride. Like yo man, what's up? Like the money's there, so you can't say
Facts.
money's there. If we both
Right.
agree and say, yo, we try and do it, the money's there. Motherfuckers gonna pay whatever we ask for. The money's
Facts.
there. Because you know you're gonna make it back. Because everybody's gonna come out to see it. It's gonna be it's already the topic of discussion. Now this shit is going on. So if the battle gets set, it's really gonna be the topic of discussion. We're gonna be able to ask for
Oh yeah.
fun.
Oh
Facts.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And it
And
also
people want it. People want it. My bad, Twiz. People want
no, you good, Rosewood. I was just going to say it also makes it a lot more tense stepping in the ring because it's the
it.
internet era where it's though we can all have YouTube channels and the people that's on our YouTube channels, they are our fans. You can spit the trashiest rap on there, bro, and people gonna be like, that was fire. Now when you stepping outside your comfort zone and it's a mixed crowd where people are really looking for true bars, true delivery, the moments and everything, it's a whole different lifestyle, bro.
It's a whole
Mhm.
situation, man. We talking about, and that's a crazy. The battle is a crazy piggyback into whatever you got going on. You know I
Mhm.
just dropped a project or about to drop a project. We do that battle, man. That's gonna help your sales even more. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna have even more people tuned into you. It's a win-win
Right.
for everybody, for all parties involved. There's no way you could lose. There's an upside for literally everybody involved, down to the motherfucker who make the graphics for the fucking cover. It's a
Down to the
Right.
merch stands that you were talking about earlier, that you and Rosewood had mentioned earlier, selling, all the merch and shit like that. You're going to be able to sell mad merch. OT the Real's going to be able to sell mad merch and albums.
crazy. It's a crazy joint right there. That's a crazy. That's a crazy
Win-win.
summer for us, man. That's a.
Yeah, definitely win-win.
I mean, go hit it into 2022 with something like that. Come on, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah,
on.
I
That
agree.
that joint to make pay-per-view right there.
That's it. Motherfuckers,
Yeah. Yeah.
man, motherfuckers gonna tune in, man, because that's curiosity, things that are interesting, the unknown. That's the better. The unknown is dollars.
Mhm.
Dollars. People will pay for what they don't know, for what they want to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't know how it would go. You're gonna have people that's gonna rock with me, people that's gonna rock with them. But at the end of the day, no one knows how it's gonna turn out. People gonna pay for what
That.
they want to see. This is pay-per-view. Earlier, somebody said Mayweather versus Conor McGregor. Yeah, exactly what it is right there. Exactly.
All right.
Pay-per-view.
So in the chat, Mr. Biggs says, boom, he's not going to do it. His fans, it's going to be listening to you. He has just got a feature with Jim Jones. Jim Jones fans is going to hear dude, and then your diss records is going to come across. Now you see, boom. No. SY Biggs is 100% incorrect because right now, OT the Real has a video with Jim Jones on BET. That's correct. But he is still indulging in diss tracks with Kaboom, with Santos, trying to go at Reed. He's still indulging in it, even though he's on television nationwide.
Exactly.
That.
So you know what I mean? So it's like I've already got tons and tons of messages from people of his fans that's like, yo, man, both sides. I have fans that's like, yo, that shit is fire, bro. Where you been? I need to hear this, that, the third. I got so many fans and shit from him and so many people that just was tuned into him and shit like that. So all a battle would do would just solidify if he comes and does what he's supposed to do. All that does is solidifies what he's saying. You know what I mean? That doubles down on it. That and that actually is a it adds a kind of a purpose to doing all this because
Okay.
we did this stuff and it built up. It was promotion to the event. Now more people are going to buy into it now. You feel what I'm saying? So
And,
man,
and also, go
Twiz,
ahead.
hold on. Let me hold that, Twiz. Hold that thought, bro. SY says on wax, but he won't do a battle on these lower leagues. I'm gonna disagree with that too, because Rosewood comes on here on a weekly basis talking about the Battle Academy, and it's known as a Philly brand. I think OT the Real really endorsing the Philly culture would step on that Philly brand to give it a bigger, light. I think that would be something really dope for him to do. I just wanted to say that's how I feel in particular about that. Any thoughts on that, Kaboom?
It's a joint out with Mayweather watching a battle from the Battle Academy. You feel what I'm saying? Mayweather is sitting watching T-Rex versus Bill Collector, I think it was. He's sitting and watching that. You feel what I'm saying? We got the last joint we had. You got me and us tag teaming against somebody. You got Shotgun Shug versus fucking A Ward. You got fucking New Jersey versus Jack Boy Maine. You had Danny Myers down here. These is people like these is big battle rappers.
I mean, Kaboom, it would be dope to see it on RBE. You know what I mean? It would be dope to see it on Rare Breed with all the battles that they've been doing with 40 Cal and Jag. I could honestly see them picking up the battle, but it would be dope to keep it hometown, But Kaboom, I could see you on RBE battling 40 Cal, battling Jag, Cassidy's associate Jag. Maybe that's a step you got to take in getting Cassidy in the ring.
Yeah, absolutely. I already know that it's going to happen. I already feel it in my bones. And
we're going to have to do another blog on that.
You know what I mean? It'd be crazy how I would just see somebody or see something and I would feel it in my bones like, all right, not even rap wise. It'll be like, I'll meet this person. I'll be like, yo, I could tell me and this person, we're just going to end up going through something. We're going to end up, sun's going to, I could just feel it in my bones. And I was right every single time. I was right. Every time I go with my gut, I'll be right. And I know one day it's going to happen. I'm building toward that. You know what I'm saying? So I just got to let everything fall into place. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Speak it into existence.
That's
Speak it into existence.
Yeah, no, for real. Speak it into existence. That's why I think Battle Academy should jump on this. I'm sure you guys are going to present the idea because, I could really see this Battle Kaboom on, on one of the stages that everybody knows about in the country and shit. But like you said, do not think that Battle Academy is anything lower. Floyd Mayweather was watching their shit.
Yeah.
And, Rosewood is on. They're doing authentic shit though, innovative shit like putting you and Ness together, man.
Yeah. They and it's crazy. They got bigger and better production that's coming and shit like that. Like shit is elevating. So you feel what I'm saying? But the only way to elevate it is to elevate it. You know what I mean? Because these other bigger leagues, they had to get elevated to become bigger leagues by artists doing a thing. The only way to elevate it to not be in a lower league in whoever's opinion, you know what I'm saying? We got to do that. We got to elevate it. That's the only way it's going to elevate.
George asks, Kaboom, did you ever get the chance to battle Tech 9?
Twice.
R.I.P. Tech 9.
Look, you see what I be forgetting. Rest in peace, Tech 9, man. Y'all battled them twice. Twice.
It's dope, man.
You already know the outcome, so there's no need to, you know what I'm saying? No need to say who won. Because we already.
Kaboom, I really appreciate you joining us tonight, man. I'm going to put up your Instagram right now again. And Kaboom, anything that you want to tell the people, anything that you want to plug, I just want to give you the opportunity right now to plug that. If you have any type of merch or, any music that you want to plug.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Follow my company, Kaboom's Closet, LLC. You know what I mean? The website will be launched very soon. Right now, you can reach us on Instagram at Kaboom's Closet. You know what I mean? Not only do I have my merchandise, I do custom clothing as well. You know what I mean? I'm actually right now, in my workstation, just working on, a few pieces, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Something that I just did for somebody, something else I just did for somebody. You know what I'm saying? Just little custom
Damn, that's
paints
heavy.
and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So you can follow that. I would be greatly appreciated, and come check out what we got. And like I said, I can do custom merchandise for you, whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping a project next week. I wasn't about to drop it this soon, but with everything that just happening, I'm dropping now. Next week it's called Punch Drunk. You know what I'm saying? It's a collaboration with Shank Prezi. You feel what I'm saying? Up and coming artist from Philly that's fire. You know what I'm saying? For people that never heard of him, it's called Punch Drunk. It'll be out next week. The official date will be announced soon. You know what I'm saying? And that right there will feature Funeral Ride and a bunch of other unreleased OT disses that might not have came out from between now and when that project drops. So it's called Punch Drunk. Look out for that joint. It'll be on all sites and everything. You know what I mean? And follow my company, like I said, at Kaboom's Closet. You know what I'm saying? And as far as me, at Kaboom_215 on all platforms. Everything. Same thing all across the board. That's
I got Kaboom's Closet. It is pinned right now. I would appreciate if everybody watching who's already following Kaboom's.
It's Kaboom's Closet with a K.
Yeah, Kaboom's Closet. Oh, my bad, bro. Yep.
Yeah, I apologize. My fault. I should have said that. Yeah, it's Kaboom's Closet with a K. I appreciate that.
Definitely.
All right, I'm posting it right now.
Thank you, sir.
Everybody go take a look at that. Tap in with Kaboom, you guys.
Please.
You know what I mean?
Tap it with Boom. Tap it with Boom.
It's always best when you can tap in with the artist directly, when you can message the artist and they can actually message you back, and at this point, you guys can get a hold of Kaboom really directly. Purchasing clothing or music from artists is really the best way to do it. And also staying in tune with Kaboom so his next battles, when they're taking place, pandemic's over, where they're taking place.
Definitely.
Shit like that. But I appreciate you tapping in, Kaboom.
Oh, man, I appreciate y'all for allowing me to tap in, man. I told y'all, appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to continue to push forward and elevate, man. So y'all not wasting y'all time tapping in with me, man.
No, hell no, man. We're gonna get to work on this project right here, but also we look forward to having you on again, man.
Oh, man, so do I.
Yeah, man. We salute you, Boom, for coming home and hitting 1,000, man. Keep your foot on niggas' necks, bro. Keep closing caskets on them.
Look,
and
I'm just getting started, bro. I'm just getting
started. For sure, bro. We looking forward to that. We looking forward to that OT versus Boom, man. Stiz, book the TLA, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna make that happen, man. We're gonna make that happen. It's gonna happen.
Boom, salute to you, OG, man.
Salute to y'all, man.
Yo,
I
enjoy
love y'all, man.
Night, though.
I'm out of here,
Love
man.
and respect.
Everybody go follow Kaboom's Closet. I really appreciate Kaboom joining us tonight, man. And obviously, that's going to be one of the. I'm glad we got to go over the whole situation a little bit more as well as we got more comfortable and situated with Kaboom.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. And reviewing, him taking back and providing a lot of Philly historic rap information with his era. And giving us exclusive knowledge about him battling Meek, him battling Joy Jihad, him even, somebody in comments asking technology. Like, that stuff you wouldn't know. It will get lost in time. So, that's why I salute everybody for tapping in, and definitely like, subscribe, and share this video. Because he gave a wealth of knowledge. And when you hear anybody speaking on battle rap or things like that, you have to take it back to that era in Philly. Like you said, everybody's watching. So I salute Boom all the way, man, for his work ethic, still grinding out here, and then still being able to provide the knowledge that, like, the younger might not know, or like some of us, it takes us back, like Twist, it's nostalgia to us. It takes it back to a different time in the city.
Memory lane, bro.
Yeah, man, memory lane. So I salute Boom, man. Thank you for coming on here, my J.
Definitely.
Yeah, it was definitely lit. And then Twiz actually asked the question that made him basically break down his whole or the majority of his battle with Meek Mill. I mean, you guys, honestly, I feel like we could have Kaboom back on here for like an hour or an hour or so just to break down that whole tournament that he competed
Oh
in that
yeah,
night, man.
yeah, yeah,
Facts.
yeah. He got more. It was more stories than that. Even the battle with him and Joey. So it's
Yup.
like breaking those battles down. Like Boom was like a wealth of knowledge from that era because he was one of those guys. He was one of those guys that was in there making his bones.
Facts. Gladiator school for real.
Um,
Gladiator school was facts.
what's wrong with SV Twizzes? Now that we're on the post show, post interview, um, what's everybody? SV Twiz got to throw that vape in the trash. I'm about
Hey,
to roast him to the point that he's not gonna vape. Laughing
hey,
my ass off. Just kidding.
George, George, how you gonna roast me when Kaboom was just vaping on this joint? You out of pocket, bro.
Right,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Stop being biased, bro.
Right, so you got one with that one, right?
I'm a ex backwood burner, bro. I don't forget where I came
Right,
from.
Man, he laid
exactly.
you
So,
down. He laid you down flat, George. You don't come at one of the panel, bro.
yeah, you got to know what you're talking about, George. When you send them a shot,
But you guys, Johnny Mack was supposed to join us tonight, Philly First 48. But
Johnny
hopefully
Mack.
tomorrow
Yeah,
he'll
salute,
join
Mac.
us because I thought it was very interesting how Santos used Johnny Mack's interview and even mentioned him on his diss tracks.
Well, you know, on Mac platform, man, like he's really attached and got good relationships with all of the Philly rappers and things. It's like a big funnel, on his platform. So it really didn't surprise me. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
thought it was cool. So
Hmm.
I want to get him on the show tomorrow so we could really break down how he felt about being used in that. Did he feel like, you know what I mean? I'm wondering, did he feel like, is it a little bit of a tug of war because he's a blogger? Because he has a relationship with OT, he's got a relationship with Santos. Like, I'm wondering how he felt about that, man. I want to pick his brain about that tomorrow night.
Definitely, that'd be a
Yeah,
good joint. Mac tap
yeah,
in, bro.
definitely that'll be a good job. I would like to hear his perspective on it. And, shout out First 48, shout out Johnny Mack,
Definitely.
because I believe, since he has those relationships, he can ask those right questions. I think he's going, he can give you certain answers that that the people want to hear. You know,
Facts.
if he can
Yes, sir.
tap in, that'll be real sturdy.
I'm definitely looking forward to that. But as far as Kaboom though tonight, it was dope hearing about how we first got into the DVD circuit as well
Yeah,
after being on the BET 106 in Park. Um
yeah,
and that came right after defeating Meek Mill for his first time. Now, guys, you would know better than me. Was Meek Mill ever on the BET 106 in Park or the Cipher? Anything like that?
I'm not sure, but it's possible because he was a workaholic. I didn't even know Boom
yeah.
was
It's
on there.
possible.
I didn't even know Boom was
Me
on there
neither.
until he said it. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
Right. Right.
John the Don was actually on there, right, Twiz?
Yeah, facts, facts. And I learned that from your interview, actually. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
I
learned
was
a
about
lot.
to say,
Like
yeah, I learned that from yeah.
even with him being cool with Bow Wow, where this was at a time where Bow Wow was lit, bro. So you know what I mean? That was some real legendary, you know, a legendary story right there. He schooled us, and I never heard him speak on that anywhere besides on your platform.
Facts, facts. That's why I learned it from too.
Well, that was
Facts.
actually that was back in the day when Smack actually had gotten involved with the BET 106 in Park Freestyle Fridays. And I thought that was pretty cool when they brought Smack on.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah, because it
was.
was in the element. There's The underground element. You didn't forget about the underground element.
Facts.
SY says no, Meek wasn't on them.
Okay. I do know Meek was super lit in the city, and he was throwing like a lot of parties and shit like that. So he was a vicious workaholic, man. So
Right.
He really was, man. It was just so dope to hear about, different battles that he was in back in the day. You know what I mean? Because I would have never thought that. I mean, I think Rosewood did school me a little bit about that when he was preparing me with some of his questions. He was like, "Yeah, I want to go into how Kaboom had battled Meek Mill and who else did you say, Rosewood? Did you say Joey Jihad?"
yeah, he battled Hattie too.
No, yeah, I was saying Joey Jihad, and then how the Touch Money and Bloodhound beef started. You
I
know,
I
well,
didn't
battle
know
started.
I didn't know that they thought that Touch Money had anything to do with Joey Jihad because I caught it kind of late. So
Mhm.
I just saw like I'm not really too sure who I was thinking. I caught it kind of late after because back then like it's like people didn't want to hear about you anymore if there was bad news circulating about you. That's why it was like so
That's true.
bad, and
So that,
your reputation getting hurt really would jeopardize you even having a career.
Yeah, I tell you
yeah,
one
back
thing.
it was different.
I'll tell you one thing. We can't say Hattie ain't bounced back after that, bro, because he bounced back and
Oh,
embraced that. The way he embraced that was how Eminem embraced what he went through on the 8 Mile movie, bro. It's like, he
yeah,
embraced it, took it, put it in his music, spoke on it, and
got a
was still
freestyle. He
going
kicked
hard.
the freestyle on Cosmic Kev. He said, man, matter of fact, let's start with the knockout. And then he
Facts.
go into the whole rap and he murdered.
Facts.
I've been
One other
flipping
thing.
birdies since Fit Murray played for Mansion.
I'm sorry, Rosewood. What the? I'm sorry, bro.
No, he said, I've been flipping birdies since Foot Murray played for Mansion. Shout out
Uh-huh.
Foot Murray, man. Come on.
Facts.
Can't forget that about Hattie, man. He was always a showman. That was the thing. He had the bars and he was a showman.
Facts.
Yeah, man. 2011. What are you saying, George? Wale, Pill, Stolly, Meek, and no, that's actually not the roster, bro. George, it was Wale, Meek, Rick Ross, and Pill. Stolly wasn't involved right then.
Yeah, it was
Stolly
Pill.
came,
Yeah, yeah.
Stolly actually came after Pill left the group.
Right, right.
What do you think that Twiz is that
Yeah, that's
some
a fact.
history we should ever go over?
Yeah, that's a fact. And before that, we can't forget when he signed with Tip, right, falling off of his flamer shit, bro. Like
Yep,
I was
yep.
locked up. I was locked up in house corrections with Meek Mill when he had got arrested at that time for that burner case when he was like when he said T.I. calling my house, calling my phone, talking about powerhouse going on, you know what I'm saying? Come the fuck home, some shit like that. But you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That was like the first takeoff right there was when he was with Tip. And that was straight from
Yep,
Flamers, Bloodhounds, Meek.
Well,
yep.
I'm just saying that's why there's some other shit we could really tap into with that story
Uh-huh.
about Meek's
Oh
relationship with
yeah.
T.I. as well. I don't want
Hmm.
to give anything away right now, but
Okay, okay.
we should really do a deep dive into that because I think that's
Yeah.
Philly history as well when Meek joined
Hell yeah.
MMG.
Yeah. Yeah. That
Facts.
was a major. Matter of fact, like Twiz said, I'm glad you brought that up, Twiz. Him signing the Ti. That was major because we were
Facts.
rooting for Meek so much because we seen what he came from. We seen the
Facts.
people we had battled, and we was like,
Facts.
oh, somebody about to make it besides Mac. Oh no, this next person. So even
Facts.
when he could do it with Tip, the city was like kind of like down. But then when he got with Ross, the city was back like yes,
Yep, it
Um,
we
wasn't
got somebody that's winning.
do you guys
facts.
remember this? George says Meek Mill was on the BET Cypher 2011, the whole MMG Cypher. I don't remember that Cypher in particular. I more so remember
They
the
did have
music.
one though.
Yeah, they definitely had one.
They had They had one. They had the MMG cipher.
I can't remember it as much as I remember the G Unit Pepsi cipher. Do you guys remember that one?
No,
I don't
I
remember.
remember. I remember that one. No, I remember that one too. I
You
remember that
remember the
one
G
too. But
Unit? Was it Pepsi or Coke?
no, no, it was Pepsi. It
And
was like a
they had Spider
collab with
Loke
Pepsi.
and Mob Deep in it, Twiz, and everybody.
I ain't see
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
John.
Yeah, go Google
yeah.
that. Go YouTube that shit. It's a little
Okay.
throwback. I think Hot Rod was in it too.
Yeah, he was in there too. Hmm. That's how I know MMG had the BT jump too. Cause I remember Pill, I remember Pill rapping, I remember Ross, yeah, I remember me and Wale. You know, cause that's when they were pushing, the MMG album. I think they made three of them, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
I think they were coming back with the fourth with Wale set to executive produce, which I don't understand why Wale's executive produced MMG album didn't come out. Hell, I don't even
That
understand
one
why
never dropped.
I don't understand why Meek Mill didn't do an album with Wale, a duet album. What Twiz was Meek really more focused on his solo albums?
It seemed like he was going back and forth with Wale a lot, bro. Besides when he
Yeah,
first got signed with MMG, they seem to have and get well soon. You know what I'm saying, Wale, because if I'm not mistaken,
that,
he's like in a bad condition right now. So I gotta throw that out there. But
Damn.
they seem to have
that,
been going back and forth. Where
right.
more so Meek was going at Wale. It seemed like, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Wale, maybe he was a little too jumpy. Maybe I mean, I think he just took to Meek Mill and was a little bit more friendly than a Philly dude is comfortable with being with somebody who he didn't really know for that long. Because Wale would be all jumping up in the interviews like they
Yeah,
were Puff Daddy and Biggie friends.
I remember that.
It's like, yo,
yeah, you're right. You're right.
this is my John. How would he say
Yeah,
it?
you're right.
How would he say it, Twiz? This is my
Yeah,
what?
yeah, this is my John right here, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
This is
You
my
gotta
this
Yeah,
is
you
practice,
drawn.
bro.
this
You
is
trying
Yeah, you drawn.
yo,
You
bro,
drawn. You drawn right
this is
now.
double XL right here, bro.
facts.
This is my John right here, bro. Like, or
Yeah.
this is who else would it have been? This is all hip hop, bro. Like this is my come on. And Wale's coming in. Yeah, me and Meek work together all the time.
Yeah, he like you drawing. He's like you drawing, man. Come on, like you said. Yeah, this my drawing. You drawing, man. Come on,
Facts.
chill,
Facts.
chill. We got a million interviews. Chill. Let's get this one.
Facts. The people know who you are already, Wale. You know what I'm saying? Let me shine, bro.
Yeah, Wale kind of already had a big single opportunity with Lady
Yeah,
Gaga.
right. Yeah, yeah. He was moving.
And Meek Mill missed his opportunity because he had to get locked up, and that kind of screwed up his relationship with Grand Hustle and Atlantic.
But then
Facts.
it still well. With Grand Hustle, I think Tip was going through legal troubles at the time too.
I
So I
think
don't
it
think
was
Tip
the
could
fact that
really
Meek
back
got
him.
locked up, though.
Yeah, it's like
Meek got
me got.
locked.
What was
Meek
you
got
saying,
locked up, but
Roosevelt?
I think Ti. I was saying Meek got locked up, but Tip was going through legal troubles too. Because I
Yeah,
remember Meek being out. I remember Meek being free. But Ti, his fate was undecided. He didn't know
yep.
if he had to go
So
to jail. He know what's going on.
Same thing with BG. That's what BG had explained to me that that's why the Too Hood for Hollywood album didn't come out because Ti was kind of messed up back then. And yo, man, Twiz, it really sucked for Ti to get in that legal bind because his career was at such a bro, he was Eminem famous back then.
Yeah, he
He
was
was
up there.
Eminem
facts.
famous, and when he came
Facts.
home, he'd never been that famous again.
Facts. He was the original
Right.
king of the South. He was the original king of the South, and people wasn't even disputing it around that time. You know what I mean? Rubber Band Man and all that whole era right there. He was
Hmm.
that bull back then.
And even after that, this guy had albums that were moving 450,000 first week, 500,000, 600,000 first week. T.I. was printing money, man. Like that
Yeah.
whole case where I guess he was trying to buy all those guns, but then even after that, because after he got locked up for a year and a day, I think it was, or just a year maybe, he got locked up for some ecstasy.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah, in
about that.
LA.
They
Making a
was on like a
U-turn, making
tour
a
bus or
legal
something,
U-turn.
right?
Why ain't he just pop that shit, man?
He probably had too
I
much.
remember TMZ said he made an illegal U-turn. And you know how the cops is in LA. They like the ages off the Matrix. They pop out of anywhere. He pulled them
Really?
over, then he just had E and weed in there. But he probably had too much. He wasn't swallowing all that.
Yeah, he been an OD. You know what I'm saying? Why he, you know what I'm saying? Been an OD trying to throw all that back.
So
Yeah, he
I
just want
believe
to take that case.
if anybody can correct me in the chat, we're just a post show right now, guys. I believe he got about another year in jail. So technically, dude had to serve 2 years in jail. And I think people were just like, yo, that's too much. He had a big Axe endorsement where he was going to go on an Axe
Yeah,
tour. How
right.
much was that Axe tour really going to help him?
What before? If he didn't have the case, you
Yeah,
mean,
I
or
guess it would have put him in a stadiums in front of 80,000 people.
yeah, think about all the people X market to. Ti has their market too, plus his market. You could buy that and make more money.
Fact.
So the endorsements, he definitely had the endorsements. So when he was saying like the King of the South type thing, I don't think it was just off rap. I don't think it was like business moves too.
So what? People who use Axe don't like guns and ecstasy?
No, 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 no. I'm not saying like
Twiz is like, nah,
they have a
bro.
more they have a
Twiz
more
is like, I
broader
don't
crowd.
like Axe, bro.
We don't use X in the hood. We definitely don't use X in the hood, though, Mikey T. No, that ain't happening. No, no. As a matter of fact, I'll show you what we use in the hood, Mikey T. I'll show you what we use in the hood. We use this right here in the hood, Mikey T.
All right, but you don't got the $5 bottle of Axe?
No,
That don't break
All right.
you
no,
out.
man.
What about this, you
Exactly.
guys? What about this?
Okay, Mikey. Mikey got that
Oh, Mike.
mobster shit over there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. He got he got the
That Al Capone gold over there.
Yeah. Yeah. I
yeah,
hope
Al
y'all are
Capone
loving these
gold.
outtakes with Twiz and Rosewood, man. We really appreciate everybody staying tapped in, man, on the real.
Definitely,
Always, man.
definitely.
Always.
That's
Positive
that
vibes, man.
millionaire, you dig?
Real rap.
Yeah.
You see my man Mars. He's keeping it real. Men's
Mars
dub.
in the building. What's up,
I don't
Mars? Salute to Mars, man.
I don't like that
Mars,
men's
salute,
dub.
man, Jay.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't like that men's dub spray. I got it once. I'm gonna stick to the Axe. But you know what I mean? Twiz kept it real with us. He let us know that people who like guns and ecstasy don't really rock with Axe.
Nah, I
Iceberg
listen, man.
says Axe is not deodorant, it's body spray. Nobody uses that trash, lol. It don't help, it just makes the sweat. All right, the only reason I use Axe is to spray my car so it doesn't smell like weed.
Oh no, I don't even want it for that, Mikey. They got
you got
stuff for that, man.
you gotta get that opium.
Screw that. I'm not getting that white shit. I'm not getting that white thing with the blue on it, and you spray it in your car. It makes your car smell all brand new. That shit be blowing out your lungs, man.
No, listen. You get the blunt effects. One spray.
Oh
Roll the
hell
windows
no,
down.
bro. That
Roll
should
the
be
windows
blowing
down.
out your whole. That should be killing all your brain cells.
You're not supposed to spray.
But
Listen, the key is, Mikey, like You supposed to roll
My,
the windows down when you spray that shit. You only spray it in the back seat. You
you you
good.
you gotta get that Ozium. I meant to say that Ozium shit, that
No,
AutoZone. You spray
I
that
have
shit in
the
the vent.
Ozium, bro.
That
That
shit.
shit kills me because I be like smoking in the
Don't fuck
car,
with
like
Ozium.
Yeah, that Ozium. You spray that shit in the vent. You gotta spray it in the vent. Say the cops
Yeah,
pulling
spray
you
it
over,
in the
you
vent.
smoking, spray it in the vent, turn that shit on. It will knock the weed smell out in 10 seconds, bro.
I
By the
always be
time the
Fact,
cops get to
smoking.
the
fact.
car,
I always be smoking and spraying it at the same time, so I go wrong. I'm like,
Nah, yeah. Ozium been around for. That's what we was using first. We was
yeah, that
definitely
shit
using
strong as
Ozium
shit.
for a
You
long
can't just
time.
be spraying that
No, he just hit the vents with it. Hit the vents.
yo,
Hit the
fast.
vents to
bro,
light up a Newport.
Yup, yup.
bro, I don't have a sunroof, iceberg. I need to get one. I need to get a sunroof so me and Smurf can ride around and I can let Smurf out my sunroof to light up your hoods.
Hey, Mikey T, look, I'll tell you one. Look, this is what we used to do, right? And I don't know who came up with this idea. This is definitely some hood shit. You know how you got the air fresheners in your car, like the new car smell, cherry, and all
The
that. It's in
joint
the
you put
shape
on
of
the
a
mirror.
tree.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
had
right.
one in there for a little bit too long, and my friend was like, "Yo, Mike, it's time to take that out."
Now
I'm
look,
like,
right.
"All right."
This what we used to do. Well, my man, folks used to do this. When they used to almost be done, you got a little scent. When the cops would come over, you think the cops behind you will light it on fire and then burn it out and let that smell in there.
Mm,
It smelled horrible, but it
that's
got the weed
exclusive.
smell out of there. It got the weed smell right out of there. It was like burning an incense. The hood incense.
I'd be like, "Yo, I am burning an incense in here, officer. It's weed smelling incense."
No, I get that weed smell out of there. When you burn that little tree, that new car smell joint, they'll burn black ice. Oh shoot, ain't no weed smell in there. We're taking it back to Bonneville days,
Yeah, that black
Bonneville and
ice.
celebrity days.
That black ice hit hard.
Damn, I didn't
Hard.
know. I didn't know you were supposed to hit the vents with the Ozium, though. You see, my
Yup, you got
Yeah,
problem is I would always still be in the car while spraying the Ozium, and then I'd get stuck in there with all the Ozium, and then I'm just like,
oh
yeah,
it's
no,
it's
like
too
burning
strong.
my lungs out, yo. That's never happened to either one of you because it
No,
happens to
no,
me every time I use it.
only
hit the
time I
vents and
hit
put
it,
the floss on.
facts. Or you could just turn it, or it could blow out the vents regular, like you spray it in the vents.
True.
I only hit that shit if I'm smoking and I'm driving, bro, and I see them boys. They could be a car or two behind me. I'll put the joint out real
That
quick.
that. Yep.
Hit the air
Okay.
on, crack the windows, and that shit
Yep.
still be strong. But you know they ain't gonna smell that gas though.
Mhm.
Shit's
Yep.
lit, man.
Mikey T was spraying it with the window. You was hot boxing Ozium.
And they're
Um,
lightheaded
Like
like a motherfucker. Like damn.
unfortunately. That's why I don't mess with that stuff, man. That's why I don't mess with that stuff, man. I'm telling you, I
that
don't
nigga's hot
that
boxing
stuff.
opium.
I
He's
just be
hot boxing
letting my car
opium.
smell. I just be letting my car smell, yo. But yo, man, I think the people are going to be really excited about what we do with this interview that we did tonight between Kaboom announcing his dream battle is against Cassidy to to
Yeah.
to sharing the memories with AR Rab and Dark Low to
Right.
explaining the whole situation with OT the Real. Also linking up with Ness, battling Meek Mill, getting involved in the game in the first place. I think people are really going to love this interview with Kaboom when we put it out.
Definitely,
Yeah.
that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. He
Yeah.
dropped a lot of gems on there and told a lot of history,
Yeah.
man. So
Yes. He definitely did. He gave up a lot of gems that a lot of artists would never even say. You know, he
facts.
definitely gave a lot of gems.
Right, exactly. People are going to get to see that. I'm going to definitely put it together as smaller videos. Everybody in here, though, go tap in with Rosewood. Everybody go follow Rosewood on Instagram. Rosewood, drop your plugs on everybody, bro. Let
Big
everybody know
R.
what you do. Let everybody know uh, how you do it. You know what I mean? Let everybody know that Spill actually has a new studio. It's in
Oh,
Philly, right? It's in Philly. And
oh
some
yeah,
stuff you
always.
guys are going to be booking. It's a pretty friendly looking area. Talk to me, Rosewood.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, first and foremost, for everybody in the chat, thank y'all for tapping in. Like I said, like and subscribe and definitely share this, man. Shout out to SB Twiz and definitely shout out to Mikey D, man. Shout out to
Appreciate it.
my guy Razor Big R, my fucking partner. You know, EP about
Definitely.
to drop up in August. You know, Spill Entertainment, you know, we basically do management, arts development, and promotion over here. And that's what I run. And me and Razor, we partnered up on the studio. So we got Spill Studios now. And yes, it's in Philly, the Mecca, you know, like I say, the Mecca of hip hop and all things artistic, you know. And we just came up on our second studio too, so we working on two. That one's right around the corner. So we really trying to capitalize on the studio market and really have a safe place for the younger generation, older generation, and really have brothers here to really connect and bond and stop these generational gaps and really have a safe place for people to perform. And you know, I got shout out to Missy, shout out to Ace the Chemist, you know, doing member only Mondays, you know, with Tayuga giving up and coming artists a light, you know, bringing the promoters and the managers in there to see these artists and they give them they shine. So my whole thing in Philly is really just putting the shine on the underground because we always had that and we got a little void there. So I'm just trying to fill that void and really put the spotlight on the people that really deserve it. Like Boone said, not putting your blindfold on and that's picking a person. No, we're going out here doing our due diligence. You know, Spills out here looking at every artist, we at every showcase. You know, down at Glockaware, listening to new music being broken, you know, breaking new artists down there with interviews and all that. Shout out to Glockaware, shout out CMC Morning Show. Just out here and fully working, putting the spotlight on all the positive things. You know, we got a lot of stuff going on, negative, so we got to promote the positive all day, every day. Hit me up on the gram, spill underscore ENT. The website will be up shortly, spillent.com. It will be here soon. You can get everything you want right on there.
Guys, I have it pinned to the chat right now. I want everyone to follow Rosewood if you're not already. You hear the positive message coming from my bro right there. They're doing major things, him and Razor, when it comes to helping the community. We spoke about it
Yeah.
a little bit earlier, Rosewood, about what Razor's doing. Food drives, getting people to actually donate to get more food, to get different kinds of food, whether it's, you know what I mean, whether it's something like an applesauce or just some crackers or just juice and water. I like how, I like how Razor really takes that point to you need juice, you need water, you need the essentials, and it's respectable for what he's doing. But also,
Even clothing. Even clothing. You don't know, like, people be needing socks. Like, people don't understand, like, how much, like, socks and underwear and wife beaters mean to people that don't have it. You know, stuff like that. So not only food, but even clothing. Wintertime will be here in, you know, a couple months, and it's a different herb when it comes to that. So it's just a community thing. That's how we were raised. So we're going to continue to push that narrative.
and Twiz, it's crazy what we've done tonight. Everybody follow Rosewood right now. As I said, it's pinned. But guys, Rosewood, Twiz, it's crazy what we did tonight because I think we put it out there before anybody, the potential of an actual battle with Kaboom and OT the Real.
Facts.
Twiz, am I wrong, or are
No, that's
all
a
the
fact.
is that what all the bloggers have been saying, or are we saying it right now?
Everybody been pretty much talking about the diss tracks back and forth. You know what this person said, what that person said. Right now, we position in the future. You know what I mean? getting directly
Uh-huh.
to it. And it was also, this was also the first platform where it was broken down. The battle has been explained from the actual rapper that was involved in the battle. You know what I mean? None of the rappers had actually spoke about the battle since this been going on. So y'all
Correct.
got it here first, man.
Well,
Uh-huh.
we'll have that out for them then tomorrow. You know, Twiz, we'll get that out for the people tomorrow. You know, that's crazy you say that, man. I got Twiz's Instagram up right now. Twiz, I want you to let everybody know to follow you. Let them know what you do. Let them know you also have a YouTube. Let me pin that as well.
Definitely, first and foremost, Mikey, you know how we carry it. I gotta salute you, man. You know, for showing love, for giving people like me and Rosewood opportunities, and everybody
Fact.
that's tuned in. You know, we all have equal opportunity, and you keep the live, raw and uncut content rolling, man. So salute to you, Mikey, man, for you to be doing this as long as you did. You could easily be Hollywood and just leave people behind, you know what I mean? But you in a position where you try to bring everybody up. You know, you keep people names alive, and salute to you. And I gotta salute the honorable Earl on top of that, Rosewood, because like you said, y'all got the spill ENT on deck, and on top of the food drive, you know, he's very active in the community trying to help the youth to stay away from the gun violence and things, you know, being as though from our generation we understand what the youth is going through nowadays. So that's much needed. So I gotta salute both of y'all. You know, before
Appreciate
anything,
that right there.
you already. You know what I'm saying? And as far as me, I go by the name SB Twist, the hood blogger. You know, I do interviews, I blog, I do movies. I'm in the middle of my next script actually. And if anybody is interested, just DM me if you feel like you got talent, you willing to act, you want to be a backup, you nice with the camera, anything, DM me because you know on this platform it's all about networking and we all gonna uplift together, man. There's plenty of money out here
Fact.
and we could win together, man. Rather be broke together. I mean, I'd rather be broke together than rich alone. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Rich
how we
alone.
carry it on this channel. Like,
Fact.
so salute to everybody. Make sure
Rather
y'all
be
stay
broke
tuned in.
together than rather be broke together than rich alone.
Facts. Rather be broke together than rich alone. And y'all stay tuned in. Sub to the YouTube channel, Life with the Philly Fan, man. Follow me on IG underscore Twist215, man. And much love and respect to everybody, man. You already know, George. We carrying it.
I want everybody to go follow Twiz right now. I'm going to pin it up. Everybody go follow Twiz, especially if you're interested in being a part of his next film. I want everybody to DM Twiz right now. As he said, he's open to networking. And Twiz, man, I'm just looking forward to what we do in the future, man.
Definitely, man. We gonna get it, man. And it's only one way, and that's to the top, right? We
Hell
gonna get
yeah,
it.
man. Appreciate everybody for tapping in with us tonight. Everybody out there, go check out my new interview with Royce the 5'9". If you haven't seen it yet, new interview with John the Don dropping this week. Also another exclusive with Snipe Life dropping this week. But for everybody that missed it, we're going to cut the Kaboom interview up and put it out as well.
For sure, for sure. That's how we carrying it. You know what I'm saying?